don't care if you've been shooting bad hombres in the face all night. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and the Black Times Infinity. I'm your host, Cthulhu's Project, coming to you live and direct from the stack. Smoke me out, fam, with that dank shit. On my left, Luke.
Oh shit, I am on your left. God damn it. Rub-a-dub-a-dub-dub.
Yeah. On my far right, engineering on the ones and twos, chocolate about on the threes and fours, Kronos.
That motherfucker never had a plan. Dutch never had a motherfucking plan. I'm just saying. Y'all will see. Dutch didn't have a plan.
He doesn't seem very organized. Old Ninja is en route, but we had to start it. We know y'all need this dankness on time.
I heard he had to take a few lights on his way over here.
Yeah.
That Death Note.
Appreciate everybody being here. Who's up in that chat?
First in the chat would be Aiden. What's going on?
What's up,
Good
fam?
to see you. And listener of the week would be King Arthur.
Very nice.
Thank you very much for listening.
We appreciate you.
Definitely appreciate you.
Since Old Ninja isn't here, I'm going to pour out some of this malt beverage real quick. We got one big one.
I think there's a few, right?
Okay. Well, we'll start with a big one then, and we'll go from there.
All right.
Steven Hillenberg. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
I believe so.
The creator of SpongeBob. Real sad. Nickelodeon Super Show.
Yeah, that's sad as fuck. It's one of my my oldest daughters. It was one of her favorite cartoons when she was growing up with SpongeBob. We used to watch it all the time, and it's a shame. Did y'all know that SpongeBob had controversy?
Oh, yeah.
What
Like
controversy?
with like people on like the Senate or maybe it was Congress or some shit. They were trying to pass a bill to get him pulled off the air because they said it was gay.
I heard about Teletubbies with that.
No, they
Really?
said SpongeBob was gay too because he didn't have a girlfriend and all this. I was just like, it's a little kid. Like,
Wait, they said he was gay for like Patrick then?
I don't know. They just thought
Or
he was
Squidward.
gay. I was just like,
Well, I guess he's a little bit, I guess, flamboyant, but he's like a kid.
yeah, I thought it was
Like silly, more like it, I
Yeah.
would say. But yeah, I didn't get that vibe. I don't like it at all. But whatever. So, but the other thing is, Nickelodeon isn't like PBS or, even network television.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. There's no way they're gonna pull off a show that, first of all, is not hurting anybody, and second of all, makes them a shitload of money. So
Yeah.
fuck out of here.
And has nothing to do, like, it's not regulated by the SEC even. So,
Well, it is.
really? Why? How so? With a cable network?
No, you're still beholden because they're beholden to. There's still standards that to be beholden to. It's like I'm pretty sure there's still FCC. There's still certain shit you can't show for kid shows. So if you look in the beginning of a show when it has like it's not the ESRB, but there's like the
rating.
The rating.
Yeah.
There's certain things that you can't show at a certain rating. So they can pull things for that. If you started showing dicks on something that was PGY, or not PGY, but PGY.
Yeah.
Like you get pulled off the air.
I think we'll have to. Well, I'd love to look it up, but I think the distinction, though, I've always heard from like way back in like the Howard Stern stuff, and even beyond that, was cable network. And HBO had a lot of these problems. Cable network that you pay for versus network television. Yes, they have ratings, but I thought that the government didn't regulate the content for the cable network shows.
So when you have a rating, they are regulating your content because you're agreeing to, if you have a certain rating, that you're not going to show certain content because of that rating.
But it's not like with gaming where it's self-regulated. Like when you have a mature game like GTA 5, the ESRB isn't a government agency saying that it's a mature game. It's the gaming industry itself. You're saying for cable networks, it is still the government creating that rating?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
Same thing with movies.
Yeah.
I think the movies.
Well, no, the movies are a private entity that does the ratings, not the government.
No, what's
that is
the
for certain.
whatever it's called? That one thing?
MPAA or something like that, but that's not a government agency for movies. Because there's a board with Hollywood that does that. I saw a movie about it. I know I saw a documentary on this shit. But yeah, we can fact check ourselves. MPAA, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's motion. Yeah, that would be private.
But that's not. Yeah, that's not a government agency.
Okay.
But I know there's certain things that the government can pull you down for especially when it has to do with ratings. So.
Okay, well, let's fact check offline too. But I agree with you. I just don't know the distinction between cable network and broadcast network. Because HBO, I thought, within reason and beholden to their subscribers, could put on almost anything they wanted.
Yes,
but I think it's with certain times.
The FCC regulates all interstate communications, such as wire, satellite, and cable. So yes.
Cable channels for TV.
Yes, it regulates all that.
All right.
All right, then
Ninja.
Yeah, old Ninja up in here. So the other. The other person that passed away, I think this was like either today or yesterday, was legendary anime director Isao Takahata, and he's famous for films as what is it, Castle in the Sky. I can't pronounce that word. It's Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. He's kind of worked with Mr. Miyazaki too with different films, but yeah, he passed away the other day at the age of 82.
So he did like Howl's Moving Castle and Princess Mononoke and all that?
Mm-hmm. He helped out with it.
Wow. That's big stuff. Okay. Good shit.
He was nominated for an Academy Award back in 2015 for The Tale of the Princess Kaguna? Yeah, so yeah, he was a big-time anime director, and sadly, he will be missed, but, he's up there in age.
I thought Japanese people didn't die.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's how it worked, right?
They live a long time.
They commit suicide. They have a whole suicide force.
He also did Graves of the Fireflies.
Grave of the Fireflies is a good-ass fucking movie.
Yeah, he was the director of that.
Yeah, it'd probably make you cry. If you're a bitch, I'm out of crying.
That's still anime, though, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
anime.
Good stuff. All right, man. Let's jump on right the fuck on in here. Welcome, Old Ninja.
Welcome. It's good to be here.
What you wanted to jump in, Kronos?
Yeah, next week I'm gonna spoil fucking Red Dead. All right, because I need to talk about it. I want to talk about it this week, but y'all ain't done.
Nope.
So y'all got some time to catch up next week. It's been over a month, so I need to talk about this fucking game, and y'all are too far behind. I'm just like fucking catch up.
Well, I mean, there's some new shit that dropped
There is
yesterday, which we could
For
talk
some
about.
people, yeah.
I guess for some, yeah.
Well, go ahead. You mentioned it.
So Red Dead Redemption 2 online dropped yesterday. I guess if you pre-ordered or deluxe edition or some shit like that was yesterday. Pre-order was yesterday, I think. Today was if you bought it game one, and then tomorrow.
No, it's not if you bought it day one. It's if you played it day one.
Oh, is it play? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, if they logged you in as playing day one according to their data,
Yes.
then you get to play today. Tomorrow, I think, is if you get the deluxe edition, regardless of something like that.
God damn it, on Ninja.
I don't know. I
Is
saw
it-
what the
You
fucking.
should know.
No,
If you-
I just had access. That's all I care about.
If you played it within the first 3 days, you get it tomorrow, which I did. So
Okay,
and
there
after
you
that,
go.
everybody gets it.
Yeah. It goes live.
That's
later
you know what?
on
That's
this week.
fucked up though, because the install was ridiculous day one. Very few people played it day one.
Because they couldn't play.
If you think about it, it's actually kind of genius. Remember what happened with GTA 5?
No. But even beyond that, though, I'm just saying from the standpoint of the install, I would say a minority of people who even bought it day one were able to play it day one.
Oh no! If you have shitty internet,
Well,
maybe.
I could have, but I
The
think
install took a while.
right. But you could also preloaded it, so I think it's this for digital people. They can
Okay.
definitely play on day
Yeah,
one.
if you had it digitally, it unlocked right at like 9 o'clock Pacific, then midnight Eastern, and then boom, you jump right in.
I mean, I don't like they're doing it, but I totally understand. It's pretty smart from their perspective because they get to basically load up at certain times, so they get
Yeah,
to see it like
that's
how
fine.
their servers load. Because I remember GTA 5, man, it was a fucking shit show.
Yeah.
when it first opened up, I couldn't connect, nothing was working. And now they get to work out the kinks, one batch at a time.
There's still gonna be kinks.
Same
Oh,
thing
yeah,
with
for sure. That's why
same
it's still a
thing. Same thing with Battlefield 1 or Battlefield. The last couple Battlefield 1 especially, they had server issues because they went live and they weren't ready. So there was huge issues, and it took them like months to patch it to get it to work. This way, they do basically a slow roll, and they get to relieve a lot of stress on their servers. So, so far, I played a little bit today. It was weird because it's like its own story type thing. You do a character creation. Basically, you start out in jail, and they have two characters, one male, one female. Their faces are obscured, and then they tell you to go up to like a photo booth because they need to put in your information for the jail. So that's where you do your character creation. You can create a name, you can, create your hairstyle, you can customize your whistle for your horse, like all kinds of fucking shit. And then when you're done, it takes a picture of your character. And I guess you can upload and share it, and then it starts a story.
Sound like GTA 5.
Yeah, apparently I haven't played GTA 5, but I heard it's kind of similar.
The online one?
No,
Really?
I haven't. I don't own GTA 5.
Oh, the
You don't
game.
own-
I don't own the game at all.
Wow.
Have you played it? What the?
No, I haven't played it either. And
I played 5, but I don't think I ever played the online version.
This is some fuckery right here. This
Yeah.
is that.
And it
Because
was
when I got it,
Ooh.
they didn't have the online available at the time. It had already
Yeah, it
passed
was-
it, so I was like, I'm not going back.
It's the greatest selling entertainment product of all fucking time.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's
know.
worse?
And you haven't played it.
It was $15 Black Friday too, and I didn't buy it.
Pick it up. It's so good.
Yeah, I want to beat at least one Rockstar game in my lifetime, and I think Red Dead Redemption 2 will be it. Then I'll probably go back to GTA 5. But yeah, it starts out like literally it's like a copy of the entire world that you can play with other people.
Yeah, that's how GTA is.
Yeah, so it's like you can run around, there's NPCs going around, you can posse up with people, you get a camp. I guess a posse is not a clan apparently, like you can group up with people while you're playing and then leave the posse. If you group up, your camp moves to whoever is the posse leader's location, if you know what I mean. So they get a camp, everyone gets a camp randomly, I guess, around the map. If you posse up, whoever's a posse leader, everybody's camp comes to you, so it builds bigger. Your camp can have a flag. If you have the white flag raised all the way up, that means you cannot be attacked by other people. If you lower it half mast, then it's open to like being raided and defended. I have not tried their Battle Royale mode, even though I've heard that it's live.
Oh,
but
that's in there, huh?
yeah,
Wow.
it's in there, but I have not played it. I know people have been talking about it, and apparently there's a guide already by IGN.
I want to clarify this, though. So when you say a Battle Royale mode, you're talking about people... There's no helicopter. People aren't dropping from the sky.
No, I haven't played it.
They probably drop from the
They
sky
probably-
some other way. It's gonna be probably hilarious.
It's probably
UFOs.
No, I imagine they use the train. They just do a train. You just jump off the train before
Oh,
the
they
train goes
probably
off the track.
maybe they do it like how they did in Westworld. How you get to Westworld, you catch a train to get there. Maybe they'll do
Okay.
something like that.
I
That'd
can
be fucking
imagine
funny.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to do the battle royale tonight. What I did play was the team deathmatch.
Okay.
So I did some team deathmatch.
Is that
which
12
is
on 12?
something like that. There's a lot of fucking people, and there's like two versions. I guess there's a team deathmatch small. They call it like team battle small, and then there's a large one. You get a bigger map, more people, and it's just like utter craziness. Like the big map is like Saint Denis, and you just run around and just defend with your crew, or just fucking shoot everybody up. It's
You
fucking-
seen anything about heists or bank robberies? Or
So
anything like that?
there's missions. So there's missions in when you start the game, you are given a mission. So there's 2 tutorial missions when you start after you do your character creation. The first one, you fight NPCs, and it shows you have an honor system based on what you do. You can, just like in the main game, you can be ruthless or you can be somewhat compassionate, and that it tells you that in the first mission. Your second mission online is like a cooperative match. It's like a cooperative mission, so you get a lobby, people join in, then you do this little quick mission. Then it gives you more explanation, then it sets you off in free roam.
Okay.
And then you can hunt, you can, like, I guess, kill people, other players. Like, as soon as I spawned in, some player tried to run me over with his horse. He was shooting at me. He managed to headshot me.
Oh damn!
It was all bad. Another guy, he tried to run me over with his horse, but as he realized he didn't kill me, he took off because I could have killed him. You can't get certain weapons unless you level up. There's, like, treasure maps you can find. There's fucking just, like, a bunch of shit. I'm still kind of unpacking it, but that's what I've experienced so far.
Cool.
I love the. So I've unlocked all of, like, the normal weapons in the game, and I have some special ones too. The normal game, and it's the variety of weapons is actually really good. At first, I didn't really understand like the system because I was like, well, if I get a Mauser, like that's it, right? Because I mean, Mausers are badass; they're semi-automatic, but they do like way less damage. So, like, unless you're really good at headshots, like they're not gonna be as great for you. The volcanic pistols are probably like the best for most people. And then the same thing with like the repeaters and like the bolt action rifles. Like they did a really good job of like using like varieties of different kinds of weapons in this game. There's actually a bunch of melee weapons that you might not have even seen yet. You can get cleavers, fucking tomahawks and shit like that, and fucking throwing knives. Those motherfuckers come in handy.
All right.
Yeah. For me, I made a beeline for the pump action shotgun. That does retarded damage, especially close range, or actually medium to close range. holy shit. And it, like, you just dump on people hella quick. It's so good. And, like, unlike the repeater, you don't have to, like, cock the gun after each shot. The pump action, you just dump into people. It's great.
Good shot. And you can, did you notice how there's, like, a whole bunch of different kinds of ammo, too?
Yeah, there is. I've only crafted 2 kinds. I haven't figured out how to craft a few. What weirds me out is there's a homing tomahawk.
Yeah.
So you can create. I've crafted one of them so far because you can buy or build tomahawks, and then you can craft it into a homing one. You can also do poison tomahawks.
So you throw it anywhere and it'll home
come
in
back.
On. Well, so it won't home in on like the enemy though. You can't like remote control it or anything.
No, you can't remote control.
I haven't used that one yet. So
you wire some rocks together, fucking throw that shit.
What the fuck?
How the fuck?
The way you figure out how to do like different crafting shit is if you go to the fence, you can buy, or you can find. There's pamphlets that you can read. They're expensive if you fucking broke, but I ain't broke, bitch. I got money. I got like over 20 grand in the game.
There you go.
But they're like around like $45 a piece. And it teaches you how to craft shit. And there's also you can craft normally like these split bullets. So basically, you just draw an X in the bullet, so it does like more damage. And the funny thing is, like, I didn't understand that I had different kinds of ammo until I ran out of ammo. And then I looked and I was like, oh shit, I have like 200 of this other kind of ammo. So I just started using those. So basically, you can basically carry around fucking like 5,000 rounds of ammo in this game.
But you can't carry a fucking bear skin.
No, you gotta
carry
stow
bear
it.
skin. Yeah, you put it on your horse.
Yeah, it's fucked up because like same thing with the arrows. You can do poison arrows and like you can do arrows where you strap dynamite on them. It's you can only carry like 5 of those. I haven't used it yet because some of the explosive radius is actually pretty fucking big and you can fuck yourself up. So I avoid using them. But I know there's a 3rd arrow which I have not fucked with yet.
Yeah, there's a few kinds of arrows that I haven't fucked with yet.
Yeah, so I'm just like, what? I've used the ones that are like that do more damage. They're great for hunting because almost one shot kill everything with the bow. So, and you can do stealth kills with it, which could be important if you do stealth. Every time I try to do stealth, I go Prodigy and just fucking Leroy Jenkins that shit. Because every time something fucks up. So, it's been fucking crazy. And I had my first horse die, and it was fucked up because I was like stuck. It was all bad. Like, what had happened was, I was following the track, and the track it was on a railroad track.
Yeah.
Underneath the track was a fucking waterfall. So my horse took a turn, and we went off he jumped off one edge, and we both crashed. As he was getting up, the water pushed him off the side to the very last one, and he drowned. He literally disappeared. And then there was my saddle. I couldn't even recover my saddle because the current. Though. Yeah, so I had to catch a new horse, break the horse, get him all the way to a town, go to the stable, and then you recall your saddle. But I found out you can get free horses though if your horse died. I got a new horse for free.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I was like, oh well, fuck it.
It's like a government program, like you lose your horse.
I guess, but it was cool because
this new horse retarded.
The base stats were actually good, and I thought it was maxed out when I got it. But then it turns out, as I rode the horse, I built up my bonding with it, and so its stats improved even more. And I was like, holy shit, this horse is fucking great. So apparently you can get free horses that way.
So, well, you mean you kill your horse first, though.
Yeah,
That's
you
why
gotta kill it.
I have 3 horses that I'm fully bonded with. So, and I have this Arabian horse. This motherfucker's the shit.
Yeah, that's the legendary horse or whatever.
I don't know if it's legendary, but basically the motherfucker don't stop running ever. Like once his stamina, I have the whole wheel of stamina is like totally full, and so is the health thing. But if I'm running and this thing gets a little bit tired, if I encourage the horse, it gets the stamina back.
Good.
So it never runs out of fucking steam.
Damn.
Yeah, there's when you're talking about the fence, when you buy pamphlets, there's ones that will increase the horse's stamina like 10% permanently. And then I guess there's a few of them that stack. So you can add them up to particular horses to make them perform better.
So is there females and male horses?
Yes.
So, like, are females faster or better, or male horses?
I don't think that matters.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they castrate them or shit like that?
No, but you can see their balls.
Yeah.
And they hang lower in the summer and they go up in the winter.
Yeah.
So,
I think what matters
rain
is
tomorrow.
I think the only thing that matters is the breed of horse.
yes.
Certain breeds are not as strong as others.
And you can tell, like, if you just study any kind of animal, it tells you, like, their attributes. And there's, like, a bunch of horses that look badass. I'm like, oh, you're bullshit. Like, I was always into, like, the bigger horses until I found that Arabian horse, which is, like, a smaller horse. But that motherfucker is fast as shit.
That's the best horse in the game. I heard it's hard to catch. So
Was
I
it?
don't know. I haven't attempted.
I
it.
bought that motherfucker.
Oh, you bought him? Oh,
Yeah,
right on.
it's only like it was supposed to be like I think $1,800, but if you're like extreme on the good side,
Yeah,
everything is 45% off. So
Yeah, it's
everything.
It was fucking funny because I went to go get shit and I noticed that the prices were slashed. I'm like, why are my prices? I don't mind paying less, but okay. And I forgot that it was the honor system because everyone gave me a discount.
So now I'm wondering what's the perk for the if you're on the bad side.
Well,
I don't think I don't
There has
out.
to be one.
I don't
I'm
think
gonna
there's a
find out.
I don't think there's a perk. I think there's a
Maybe you can intimidate or something because
Yeah, you
probably
I've
can.
killed nothing but every single witness I've ran into.
Oh really?
yeah, but
Everybody.
Well, if you kill the witnesses, it's null and void. Right?
yeah.
Oh, some witnesses already in a couple early missions. I saw the thing say your honor's going down.
Oh okay.
yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
Just
some
threaten them. You don't gotta kill them.
Yeah,
No.
Just kill them. Fuck it. Go ahead.
I'm fucking killing. There will be nobody left to tell about my story.
yeah. I mean,
Fuck that.
certain witnesses is fucked up because I tried reasoning with one, and he took off, and I was trying to dispose of a body, and another witness came in, so I had to
Yeah.
kill him. And then, like, as I'm leaving, another witness came in, and I'm leaving. He alerted the
on.
law, so the law came in and started looking for me, and I was like, "Fuck!" And they didn't have a suspect because no one saw me. If they see you, you're kind of fucked.
So you know what's fucked up in this game? So remember how the other day I was talking about how I figured out how to basically like sort of fast travel? Mm-hmm. Where like you go into cinematic mode if you're running with your horse. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's good and bad. So it's bad in like 3 different ways. First one is if you're doing that shit and then somebody happens to fucking jack you and you're not paying attention, you get fucking jacked.
Oh yeah,
Like you just straight up get killed.
Makes sense.
All right, so you have to like immediately when you hear somebody talking shit, you have to take
You
out
gotta
fucking cinematic mode and stop.
Yeah.
Second is the horse doesn't pay as much attention to people when you're in cinematic mode.
Okay.
I'll give you a perfect example. There's been times where I've had to do something inside of a town. I put it in cinematic mode, let the horse do its thing, and it's bumped into somebody, and this is fucking gone into fucking horrific events.
like, yeah.
I
That's
literally
what happened to me.
Yeah, I bumped into somebody. It's a fucking unarmed assault, and the cops get called, and I'm still running. Then I'm running from the fucking cops. And I hit somebody else, and the cops see that, and I'm like, oh fuck, you know, it's all bad, dude.
I ended up on a murdering spree because of that.
Yeah.
I was in cinematic mode. There was another rider coming in. We hit each other, or both of our horses fell. We both fell. I was running from a pack of wolves. The wolves started.
caught up.
Yeah, the wolves caught up. But as we started shooting each other, they kind of backed off because the guy he tried to fight me. When I backed up, he pulled out a gun. I shot him in the face. That's when someone else came in and saw. I had to talk him down. He left. Someone else came and saw. I shot him in the face. Shot someone else in the face. It was all bad.
Now, once somebody pulls a gun on me, everybody dies, except for the cops.
Yeah.
When like sometimes when the cops do it, I'm like, I'll just fucking leave. But when a person does it, I'm like, everybody's gotta die.
Yeah.
I shoot them on the side of the road when they saying, "Help me!
Jesus
I need
Christ.
assistance. My horse left.
See,
Fuck you."
What's funny is sometimes when you try to help, they end up
you get
killing
jacked.
each other.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, they jack you like
Yeah,
I had
they try to
Yeah,
jack
that was
you.
in the first Red Dead. Remember?
Yeah, I ain't falling for
I
that
was like,
shit.
yeah.
No, I ran into one where these two brothers were arguing because they had just did a heist, and their carriage broke, and so they were fighting, and they're all like, "No, fuck you," and they both pulled out guns and shot each other. And I was like, "Oh shit!" Well, I just
them bodies.
Yeah, I just looted their
looted,
bodies.
yeah.
Oh well, fuck it. Their horses were dead. And they had one horse left. I let the horse go free, looted their fucking saddle, fucking came up. I was like, "Oh shit, fuck them."
All right.
So can we talk about real quick? There's somebody in the chat room right now that's like blowing it up. It's actually pretty funny, so I have to talk about it.
What's this?
This person named Samantha in the chat has been talking about sitting on our faces and who wants to do booty play, and it's like, it's
you know
fucking
that-
it's hilarious in the chat.
Okay. Wow. All right.
Like,
Bring them kinks on, Samantha.
Yeah.
this is gonna be one of those ones where we have to like save this chat. It's pretty fucking funny.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Let's stay with video games just a little bit. There was some shit on fucking Kotaku. Had me fucking again. Like it's clickbait, and it pisses me off fucking every time. Kotaku had some dumbass article about Cammy from Street Fighter
Oh, getting pants.
needing pants.
Wait, needing or getting? I know she's getting pants. They
Needing-
showed it.
Yeah, maybe she's getting them, but the fact that it was a necessity
What? I didn't.
for they did a whole article on it. It was the most ridiculous thing I had never thought of before.
Was it a dude?
Of course not. No.
Oh,
Well, no.
somebody
I
did
think
do
it
it
was.
too.
I think it was a brightly colored haired chick. I think so, as the writer of this stuff. But it was funny to me because I was like, even if you're super into fucking animated girls' legs and Street Fighter,
Yeah.
you're ignoring fucking Cammy. You're going right for Chun-Li.
Yeah,
I mean, like, nobody's looking at fucking Cammy when Chun-Li got them legs, thighs, calves, all that booty meat. And she has, like, stockings and whatnot underneath. But it was never a thing where Cammy was like, oh, my God, fucking look at Cammy. She's in a fucking leotard. And what the fuck is wrong with legs? Fucking Zangief wrestles in a fucking Speedo. No problems at all with Zangief doing that.
I think
same thing with is it E-Honda?
Yeah, basically, E-Honda. I mean, Blanca is a fucking mutant Brazilian green monster.
Dalsim.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
the boxer
he's in a
guy
diaper, basically.
Yeah.
Oh no, the boxer guy has he has a shirt on.
Yeah, he has a shirt on with like it's all tattered, but
yeah,
nothing from Street Fighter is overtly crazy sexual. It just isn't. It really. What am I saying wrong? Stop me when I'm saying some bullshit.
Them Chun-Li thighs, though.
Yeah, of course. They're super thick.
But they have Vinci Pet hands on her, though.
Cammy's wearing a camel toes fucking suit.
First of all, like,
look at
in her first game, what was that, like in the mid-90s, late 90s or something like
late
that?
90s.
We're not talking about super incredible graphics or whatever. I mean, she's wearing a leotard.
So I wonder what this person thinks about gymnastics.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
holy shit. Bathing suits. Yeah. You can't go to a beach without seeing a one-piece bathing suit. That's exactly what Cammy's wearing.
Yeah. Well, remember, there was some controversy with the other character from Street Fighter Alpha 3,
the black chick?
No, the
wrestler with the fat ass.
They cut the booty smack thing out or whatever.
Yeah, some shit like that.
What's that? Can't have nice things.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I was like, what the fuck, though? She did a whole fucking article, and I'm sure it got blown up in the comments
There's
section.
the new girl, the Brazilian girl, who's apparently Sean's sister from Street Fighter 3.
Yeah.
She's super thick, asshole out. She's wearing fucking spandex.
Basically, yeah.
Asshole out.
But I mean, here's the thing, too. There's no nudity in this game. I could get with you in terms of it being a problem if they were literally nude or there was some kind of code you put in and everybody's snatching fucking tits and ass was out there. But that's never been fucking Street Fighter.
Maybe on PC you could.
No. Maybe on Pornhub.
See, you know what's funny? If you ever play, it's actually on backwards compatible now on the Xbox. But this was on both systems. It was Rumble Roses.
Yeah, I remember
that.
Yeah.
Those chicks were half naked, like they were like literally WWF, like Trish Stratus looking, fucking. It was like WWF met like anime, like merged together.
Or those volleyball games.
Yeah, I was gonna say that volleyball games.
Shit, yeah, beach by Sega.
For the PC version, I think there was. It might have been a patch or something, but like you could get them nude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
no, the other one, the volleyball, the Dead or Alive Extreme Volleyball 2 or whatever. There was on PC you can make them fucking nude, and I think you can get them to fuck.
See, that's the thing that she wanted to write an article about. But those games are fucking old and nowhere near as popular as Street Fighter. But instead, she chooses fucking Cammy, of all people, to have a fucking problem with. Like she's fucking nude or stripping and shit.
I don't fucking know.
It was fucking weird.
I just saw that she was getting pants. I'm like, okay, great.
Yeah, I mean, there's always good cosplay of her. Every fucking con. It's awesome.
That's because you can see ass.
What's the funny thing about me that people that don't really game that much don't understand is that most gamers generally don't give a shit about the gender of who they're playing, especially in fighting games. It's how their fighting style is,
of course,
that they're most compatible with.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's what. Like, some people are better with Chun-Li or whatever, or they're better with, Ryu or whatever, but it all comes down to how you play. And nobody's picking them because, I want to see them blow, do whatever. It's just you watch porn for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't play a video game for that.
Oh, and
especially not this one that's, I think, rated T for teen.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's a mature game.
It's rated T because of the violence.
Yeah, and it's mild fucking violence. It's nowhere near like Doom or any shit or Call of Duty.
Or fucking Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, GTA, Mortal Kombat, it's nothing like that.
By the way, there's Street Fighter porn, cosplay porn.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, there's also what is it, Sakura or whatever
Sakura.
But she's schoolgirl fighter.
She's wearing a uniform with
panties
standard.
underneath.
Yeah, but every time she kicks, like you can see
she's wearing shorts, just like She-Ra.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, no. She's got panties.
I think they changed it to shorts later, but she does have panties in Street Fighter Alpha 3.
They red.
Yeah, red pants. I remember seeing them.
Red or blue, depending on which version you use. But she's, I know, because I have her. Oh, you haven't played in a while. Monster Hunter. She has like biker shorts underneath her shit.
Okay, maybe they changed that for that game then.
Yeah, maybe, but she still can attack that way, and you still see the dress flop up, fucking dress physics.
There we go.
But then we eventually Chung Li did get pants. They did give her like a full body.
Well,
suit
she's wearing
for
like
little
a.
bit.
She looked even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't hide that kind of thigh meat. Come on now.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? And even what's the problem with her stockings as well? Like I'm literally gonna push back on that shit. Do stockings are they a problem? Like do women never wear stockings out in public? I don't fucking think so.
Probably not a street fight, but
I mean, but even still,
Yeah,
you walk down the street, you see women in stockings and heels. Is that a problem? Is that overly sexual? I mean, come on. We're going too far with the prudish shit, man.
Yeah.
If Street Fighter is a problem, not crazy off the hook anime porn. Street Fighter,
I
the
wonder
most
what they would
mainstream
like to
game.
see. What they would like to see in a fighting game. That's what I'm really wondering. What would they want to see in a fighting game? Like
That's a good question.
Like a
You
sit
know-
down conversation.
There's a game with all girls in it.
Yeah,
besides
Skullgirls.
Yeah.
besides that, but also a game called Girl Fight.
Sure, I'm sure
Yeah.
there's plenty of them.
Yeah. Oh, also, isn't there like one of the Guilty Gears is all girls or some shit? Oh, shit. We saw the one where they changed Terry from the Final Fight or not Final Fight, the fucking fighting game, whatever the fuck.
Great, very
You do not
descriptive.
know.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I can't think of the name right
Three
now.
punches and kicks. You know that game.
No, yeah. But they changed one of the characters. I think it's a Capcom game. They're going to be all female fighters.
Okay.
So
I mean, that's totally fine. Nobody has a problem with that.
King of Fighters. There we go. Terry
you
from
go.
King of Fighters. So they're making like an all-girl version.
Fucking weird, man. Read the article if you want to get fucking angry for your motherfucking
wasn't-
self.
I
That game
just-
probably won't even do that well, to be honest. The all-girl fighter game. I mean, it's gonna make some money, but it's not gonna make like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat.
There's
money.
been a few. I mean, if it's by Capcom or SNK,
Well,
then it-
Capcom fucked up on the last Street Fighter. Or no, the Street Fighter versus
Marvel
Marvel.
versus
Street Fighter.
Capcom Infinite.
yeah, but that's because there weren't like X-Men and certain other characters that people were expecting.
Yeah,
So
even
no
from
one
the
gave a shit.
MCU.
Yeah, so people were like, "What the fuck is this?" All because there was a dispute.
Well,
So-
I mean, even like they didn't include it in their annual like tournament game.
Yeah, their
mean,
own
that's-
Capcom's
yeah.
own fucking tournament.
So
Yeah.
it must
they're
be it
like-
must be a horrible game. It can't be just the gaming content.
I don't know. I don't have it. The last one I have is 3.
It sold like shit.
Yeah, but there's also we've been playing Injustice 2, and that has like some interesting characters, but nobody's really like. I mean, Black Canary's not wearing fishnets. She's wearing jeans.
I think there's an alternate costume with her in the first
I
Injustice
haven't-
where she has fishnets.
Yeah.
I don't think she's
Or
in the
or
first one.
Zatara.
Oh, Zatanna. Yes,
Zatanna, sorry.
Zatanna wears like the leotards and shit. So.
But again, I'm gonna push back. What's wrong with the leotard? What's wrong with fishnets? Like y'all act like
I didn't hear-
seeing those is the same as being nude. That's the problem. I
didn't
have.
hear any pushback on that either. And then the same thing with Supergirl has a skirt in Injustice 2. No one says nothing.
You know, millions of women all over the world wear skirts. I mean, I fail to see the problem. I really do.
You know what? I didn't read the article, so I don't know.
I like to see is like a pushback article saying that I feel like all women should wear fishnets instead of pants. That's how ridiculous they sound to me.
Yeah.
Like saying that it's time to put away, the leotard or whatever. It's like, well, it's time to put away your pants. But wear a skirt, bitch. How about that?
Yeah.
So, but it's your choice to wear whatever the fuck you want.
Of course.
And
Of
nobody's
course.
complaining about that shit.
Especially with clothing that you do see out. Now,
Yeah.
I'm not saying you see a whole lot of like bathing suit, leotards out walking the street per se. But if you go to a beach,
Yeah.
you definitely see it. You know what I mean? You could see it walking the mall and passing by a Victoria's Secret store. You see fucking women's underwear.
Nobody
You
wears
know,
that, though.
yeah, you don't stop by. You go in, going in the fitting rooms, be jerking off the panties, spraying.
They banned me, bro.
Oh,
I
again.
know what I did.
Oh,
I got
damn.
caught.
Damn.
Got caught.
Can I make a confession on this podcast?
What you got?
I have a confession to make.
What?
I've been watching Titans.
Oh shit!
Don't say it gets better.
Finally, let me know what you thought, man.
I've seen.
boy.
I've
About the
seen-
live action, right?
Oh,
Not-
boy.
Yeah, there's only
right.
one because they don't call them Teen Titans. Because I was like, wait, all these people are way older than teens. But yeah, I've seen 3 episodes so far. I think
Okay.
after 3, I've seen
First
3.
three?
Yeah, I've seen the first 3, and I'm
All
just
right.
like,
Thoughts?
it's
Hose, where?
oh damn. It's kind of weird actually. It's kind of hard to explain. Like, I guess the biggest problem I have is its pacing. Because they try to like
Jumps around, right?
It kind of jumps around, but they also throw a bunch of shit at you all at once and expect you to kind of get it. And I'm just like, okay, like, yeah. it tries too hard to be edgy when it really kind of doesn't need to. Like, what's fucking weird? I mean, like, I was watching it with a roommate, and he was like, you know what? This isn't like wowing me. I'm interested, but he said it best. This is not better than The Gifted. The Gifted blows this way out of the fucking water.
What did you think, though, Ninja? People listen.
I felt that was the sentiment exactly. His sentiment was mine. That I felt that The Gifted did a much better job of building upon the established lore, as character building, as a dramatic effect. Whereas Titans has too much fucking muck, like thrown in.
Doesn't make any fucking sense.
I mean, certain things kind of like you pointed out the fact that you felt that when Dick Grayson busted out "fuck Batman," and you thought it was out of nowhere. I got where it came from. However, it had no effect. It was like that. I was just like, okay, I get where you're going, but execution was bad.
Like he says it because they think Batman's there.
No, they expected Batman, and they were more afraid of Batman appearing than they were of Robin.
Yeah.
And then Robin had to prove to them that he could hold his own.
But he's like killing them.
Yeah, well, he fucks them up. I was looking to see who dies. Like he fucking literally pops out people's eyes and shit. He uses their gun. Like he doesn't take.
Wait, literally pops out people's eyes.
Yeah, with he has instead of the Robin like battering,
that shit bothers me
he has an R
on his chest.
He has the R in his chest, and he has other R's also in his utility belt that he throws out and fucking hits people with. And I'm just like, I guess, but
like, there's another scene where they try too hard, where Robin, when he's fighting these guys, he throws them against a brick wall and then slides his face across a brick wall. I'm like,
you know what? They stole that. They tried to steal the raid. They tried to steal that from the raid.
When I thought it made me think of the last scene of was it The Punisher when he puts the guy's face against the glass and rubs it across. I was like, that was done so much better.
I thought about that from the car window where he rolls his face across the glass. But still,
it's supposed to be very different characters. Punisher and Robin.
I mean, Robin. He's all like, I'm more brutal. And I'm watching the show and I'm like, well, this is Titans, but I keep thinking maybe this is supposed to be Teen Titans, but then like Dick Grayson's a detective. So I'm like, well, he's not a teenager for sure, so he made it to a detective hood, but he's going to be leading teenagers? And then I see Starfire.
Here we go.
Starfire, I don't understand what route they're trying to go with her, because her full story hasn't gone out the way, but it's like, one, she can speak multiple languages, like almost with no problem, even after her amnesia. And then she manages to like get from Russia to the U.S. apparently with no problem, even though she doesn't fly. They don't show it.
They don't show it. She's all of a sudden in America.
She just shows up, yeah. And how she like tracks down Raven is incomplete because they don't really show. I'm just like, okay, they show her fighting with police officers after she's investigating Raven's home and what happened to her mom, but then she just happens to know where Hawk and Dove live because they meet up with Hawk and Dove.
But like the scene with the police officer inside the house doesn't make any sense because one, she like her parents died like a while ago, but B, it's like, why are the cops there? Like, there's no alarm that was going off, and there was like 4 cops that were there.
I don't
it's like, what the fuck is going on?
I don't know. I don't know.
Why are you wearing a pimp coat?
Yeah. So they still haven't explained what happened to her, and it's somehow linked to Raven. The only one that so far I think has the best story is Raven, but Dick Grayson's story is just like, I guess, because they show like the silhouette of Bruce Wayne when he has flashbacks. They do like weird CGI when he does fucking acrobatic shit. I'm just like,
have people forgotten that Batman got his start on television before movies? Have people forgotten that fact?
I don't know.
Like, Batman can appear in TV.
Well, no,
that's what started it for Batman becoming a big mainstream.
Here's the thing: Fox paid a lot for Gotham, so them trying to use that, they can get in a lot of legal trouble. Even though if WB and Fox have their own, or I'm sorry, Warner Brothers and Fox have their own deal. If Warner Brothers does some shady shit, Fox can sue them and get money.
And that's kind of like with Supergirl, why it took them so long to get Superman on Earth, because they had DC they had the movies coming out, so they want people to confuse the two.
Which includes
different
rights.
actors.
Well, yeah, but it also includes the rights for them to do their own TV show.
Yeah.
Which could include reviving Lois and Clark.
Oh, okay. I did love that show.
So
I love that show.
That was my guilty pleasure
So
show.
shit like that,
Speaking of it,
shit like that could prevent them. This is also CW's workaround on getting Batwoman and not Batman on the show, even though he's not ignored. If you've watched any of the Elseworld trailers, they do talk about Batman. I guess they explain why he's not in the show, which is okay. I guess you'll find out in 2 weeks. But back to Titans. So far, I mean, it's interesting, but it's definitely I'm just whelmed.
Damn.
It's just not. It's not
What?
captivating. There's a lot of weird.
Are you stopping after the third episode, or are you going to keep going?
I'm gonna keep kind of going. I'm gonna try to get where Blue's at because I think a new episode just dropped.
Yeah, I'm only up to or episode 3. So
I thought you went to episode 5 or some shit.
I'm at the part where Raven's captured inside the church and they release her demon side or whatever.
Yeah.
shit.
Okay. Yeah. That's where I'm at. That's the third episode.
But
So-
did you, that one scene in the parking lot of the police station where like Raven's power goes out of control, like her not being able to use her power is plot convenient. Like there's a scene where she gets fucking kidnapped by that family of 4, but then later on, like she has fucking powers.
Raven
But they
shouldn't
only
be kidnapped.
they only activate in certain times. Here's a scene where she's mad that Dick and Starfire are yelling at each other, and she like screams, and all of a sudden all the car windows shatter.
Wait.
What
Nope.
the fuck?
All of them shatter except for
for
fucking
Dick's
Dick.
car.
I was-
Dick's car, the Porsche doesn't
Oh,
fucking.
dude,
rupture.
it was hilarious. So me and my roommate were like, maybe it's bulletproof and it didn't shatter, but we start laughing. We're like, yeah, right. It's fucking bullshit.
So if you have like a Porsche GT2 or GT3, it's not actually glass.
Oh, what is it?
I think it had the 911.
It's plastic.
Yeah, it's like an older 911. I
Yeah.
mean, it could. If it's plastic, then yeah, I get it. But I mean, I guess we're supposed to know. It's just the whole thing with Hawk and Dove is kind of weird because they're like this weird couple trying to
He's got
crime fight. He's
got
like
a-
broken and shit.
He's got erectile dysfunction and shit, and
Yeah.
can't get it up. And his wife fucks Dick, and Raven finds out by touching Dick or touching Dick's hand.
So Raven can tell if people are lying to her by touching them. She will see their truth. So she touched Dick, or no, she shook hands with Dawn, who's Dove, and she saw that she like when she answers the door, she gets wet when fucking Dick is there.
It's fucking obvious, dude.
And then she shook her hand and she saw like basically what she's remembering, that they were hooking up. Now, apparently, it's not exactly apparent that either they were cheating or if they were hooking up before Hawk and Dove hooked up. So I don't know. It's not explained yet, but for me, Starfire is probably one of the biggest issues because she just kind of fucking... She's like super ruthless, but she speaks all of her languages well.
Okay.
She seems to know... Literally, her story is like a 007 story.
This fucking
what it
sounds
seems
awful,
like.
man. Every
It's
time
like-
you guys
it's-
describe it, it sounds like nails on a chalkboard.
So it's like her. She wakes up, and she doesn't. She's like in a foreign land, but she beats up like these, Russian spies, mobsters, whatever. She's like this total badass who can speak like Ukrainian, Russian, German, whatever. And then she comes to America looking for Raven, and she beats up everybody. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, aren't you an alien princess? Like,
that's not Star.
What?
Yeah.
I'm like, she's not. She's usually more compassionate, and she has problems doing conjunctions or whatever.
Yeah,
the
and,
fuck.
and relating to people because
Yeah.
she's an alien.
No, none of that is there. All that's out the window. She's literally like a James Bond who can shoot fire out of her fucking hands.
But that's like the one cool effect about the entire movie or the show is when she does use her fire powers, like her
they-
hair glowing and shit.
Did they shoot out of her eyes like the green?
No, they
line?
come
No,
out
her
her
eyes
hand.
turn green.
Do they turn green?
Yeah, they turn green.
Okay.
They turn super green, but her skin turns orangish. Like she turns into a flame color.
She basically becomes Firestarter.
Yeah,
from
she becomes
fucking old
Firestarter.
school.
Yeah.
What's that chick's name? The
Drew
one that's
Barrymore?
in Drew Barrymore, basically.
I guess.
fuck,
And I'm like,
man?
she can't fly, or as far as we know, she can't fly. But she doesn't talk about it. She doesn't know her past.
All right.
But like when there's a point in the third episode where she's been tracking Raven, and it looks like fucking like this whole like investigative search. Like there's maps
She has like
and
a
shit.
wall with
She
like
has a wall
strings
with-
and shit
but
connecting
yeah,
certain things.
so
like-
she's doing detective shit.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Trying to search for, and she has shit written in her own language. She can
This
read
shit does
it.
not sound interesting. Can we just move on?
Yeah, but doesn't understand it. So I'm just like,
Let's stick with DC for a little bit, man. Aquaman. Critics talking about some of it. It's got some good buzz coming out a couple weeks. Some people are still skeptical. Obviously,
I
DC,
am.
yeah, DC's got track record or whatever. This is the only DCEU or whatever film coming out this year. The last one that they did was the flop of Justice League last year.
There was a trailer, right?
Yeah, there's plenty of trailers.
Trailer 6 or some drop recently.
There's all kind of trailers.
I'm mildly optimistic. I think that this could be. I mean, if Venom's over like 800, 850 million,
Surprising.
this has to be over a 700 million worldwide film. I mean, James Wan is nothing like Zack Snyder or whatever.
Yeah.
If this doesn't hit 700, holy fuck. But what y'all think?
I'm still iffy about it just because from Justice League, like Justice League left bad taste in my mouth, and I'm imagining Wonder Woman left a great taste in my mouth. Justice League ruined that taste, but with Aquaman, I don't know. It just seems it's just gonna be over CGI, and it's gonna take me out of the movie. And I hope, like so far from the trailers, I can't really tell, but I don't think they're using like the color contacts on him in this. At least I haven't noticed it, which
from
is
Justice League.
Yeah, that took me away from Justice League. It's like those are fucking contacts. That's not his fucking eyes. Like it just looks fucking ridiculous. But I don't know. For so far, it seems like it's gonna have kind of a similar storyline, like Man of Steel. Okay. Where he doesn't know his true identity, but he has like all these abilities until like eventually he learns. I think it's gonna be the same as fucking Man of Steel, to be honest.
Really? I don't think so. I think it'll be something. Because it's weird. Because they go to Egypt at one point and shit. I think there'll be some weird like, this might be like one of those weird hero's journeys where he has to go back to the past to figure out his future because he's fighting like two villains. It appears like Black Manta and his half brother. Okay. So we may see him like fall from grace, and then he's gonna have to fight his way back up, like kind of like a gladiator version.
Are you optimistic about this doing really well and surprising people?
I'm
get on the record here.
I'm cautious. Like I said before, I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm not like expecting this to be like, oh, this is gonna be amazing. I'm hoping that this does well for the DCEU, even though apparently it's dead.
Kronos, what you got on here? Aquaman.
It looks. Oh, I'm not excited for it, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Doesn't look very interesting to me. It looks like the same shit that DC's been putting out. People are gonna say it's good, and I don't think I'm gonna be impressed by it. I mean, nothing about it looks impressive to me.
Okay, so you're predicting a flop. It sounds like, really.
I don't know if it's gonna be a flop or not. I just think that I'm not gonna like it. I mean, they fucked up the way Arthur Curry is. I mean, that's not Arthur Curry.
Yeah, he's now a dude, bro.
Yeah, and he's kind of like the first to fight, and that's not what Arthur Curry was about in the comics, at least. So okay, it's kind of like Batman shooting people. You know, it's the same deal. They fundamentally do not understand the way that these characters are written in the comics. For most of them, or at least some of them, and they fuck up the movies based upon a fucked up premise. So that's the way it was with when we had Justice League. Same thing when we had the other version of Batman where he was shooting people. What was the movie that he was in with Batman vs Superman? Yeah, where he was like shooting people. It's like he just killed those people. Like what the fuck? Doesn't make any goddamn. And they never even tried to attempt to talk about that. Yeah, you know, in the movie, and I think that was super disrespectful to every single Batman fan ever. I expect to see the same sort of editing issues because I haven't heard them using any other kind of editing, any different kind of editing studio. So I expect the same kind of bullshit plot holes, you know. So I mean, we'll see. I don't know if I hope, but I mean, I hope it does good. I mean, it'd be great to see DC, you know, make a decent movie for both, you know, the fans of the comics and fans of, you know, movies in general. But they've been batting fucking zeros for a while. I mean, except for Wonder Woman. About to say. Yeah, but that was by somebody else. That was by totally different people. You know, Patty Jenkins did a really good job.
Yeah.
Well, this is James Wan.
Yeah, you know? And same thing with Suicide Squad was by David Ayer.
Yeah.
So I think one of the problems with DC movies versus like Marvel seems like it's more set in reality. Like it's something that's kind of relatable. Like, I mean, yeah, man can't really have an iron suit and fly around, but that looks like our planet. Like that looks like Earth and shit like that.
I'm looking at you real suspect now.
Well, no, like for example, like Dark Knight. those kind of Batman looked like he lived in a city in the United States, whereas the Justice League looked like they were in a fucking cartoon.
Yeah, I think the major problem too is like they choose like this really fucking stupid gritty color palette, and it doesn't look real. It looks like it's a little too. They make it seem like it's
soft
too dark.
focused.
Yeah, it's like dark and soft, and it's just like it doesn't look right.
To me,
especially not for Superman. But
I think it's their whole story. It's like them trying to be like the MCU, but not the MCU type shit, where they're just like trying to shovel everybody all together and on a loose string of a story.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at Beavis, like, there was super hype about it. Everyone was about it. And then we see it, and then there's like hella plot holes. I mean, it looked cool and shit, but then there was like fucking Martha issue. And then like everyone's like, what the fuck? Like, literally the issue why Batman and Superman get into it is not fully explained, and it doesn't make sense for the whole fucking movie.
So
my favorite thing was the Martha thing, though.
You guys
Justice League was the same. I mean, it was slightly better, but it just felt incomplete.
So when we're talking about Man of Steel and Beavis and even Justice League, we're talking about a whole lot of Snyder, right?
Yeah. Well, so the big three: Man of Steel, Batman, Beavis, and then Justice League versus Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman.
And even though Snyder was still
Suicide Squad wasn't that great.
no,
but they weren't. But they weren't Snyder. I mean, he is producer.
But what I was going to say, Snyder was still involved.
Oh yes,
on Suicide Squad, and he was involved.
He was involved in
to
Wonder
a lesser
Woman.
extent, but involved certainly on Wonder Woman. This is the first one where I think that there's less involvement from what I'm hearing. I don't know. I haven't looked up who's doing if he's on any credits or whatever. But
He might be producer over this, but then again, as we talked about his whole family issues with his daughter killing herself, he could have stepped away completely.
Okay.
So I don't know, but that is a possibility.
A lot of
But when you see, I mean, you can look on IMDb right now and just see Zack Snyder and Deborah Snyder are producers on the film.
Okay. So, I mean, I understand the pessimism. I'm hoping this one is fun. Again, I'm going to say 700 million, but I'm not going to say that loudly.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if Venom can make that kind of movie, then Aquaman can make this kind of movie.
Should be.
Yeah.
Looks
I mean,
like Zack Snyder does get credit in the movie.
As what, though? What is he?
he's probably producer. Producing, like, the whole DC.
Producer credit.
You're talking about Justice League, right?
Or, no, it says Aquaman.
Oh, Aquaman.
Yeah.
So Screen Rant has him down as he's getting credit for being producer.
He's a producer, and him and probably Deborah, him and his wife, because his wife is producer and sometimes writer.
They look similar, like visually, to the other movies. So I'm not
Really?
Yeah. Look, I mean, it looks like Justice League. Like as far as like the animation goes, the color palette goes, it looks like Justice League.
See, I got a brighter sense on this one from the last trailer.
Did not seem bright to me at all.
Yeah, even the underwater scenes, huh?
No.
And with him in the costume and gold. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay.
We
The
gonna see
still
in a couple
images
weeks.
look great though, like the posters and shit. Like those all look cool, but
So this has caused me to write a B than BTI question, which we have later. I'm gonna add it on here.
Okay. One
right now
last
so you
quick,
don't forget.
one last quick movie thing, and what are your thoughts on this Enter the Spider-Verse? 100% on Rotten Tomatoes with a limited number of critics, a whole lot of fucking buzz. This could. Some people even saying this is the best Spider-Man movie ever.
That's not hard. I mean,
Spidey 2 was really good. Spidey 2 and Spidey 1. I
I
give
still
him
have
credit.
problems with the whole bullshit, like his power set. Shit coming out of his arms. Just
The
stupid.
bio.
That's
Yeah.
fair. With Toby.
The best Spider movie ever was the Spider-Man game on PS4.
God dang.
That was better than the movies. I'll give you that.
So, yeah, I expect this to do. I didn't think it was gonna do that well until I watched Venom, and at the end of that, we saw a trailer. and
Yeah, it's
then-
like 10 minutes or something.
yeah. So it looked pretty good. That was the one where Peter was knocked out, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that had my hopes pretty high for the movie, and I hope that it does really well in the theaters because we haven't had a really. Usually they don't release comic book cartoons or even CGI in the theaters.
Nope.
It's pretty rare at this
Okay.
point, and it'd be nice to see them go back to that. And yeah, I have high hopes. I hope it does more than half a billion.
So you say over 500?
It's gonna do over. I hope over.
Okay.
500.
Yeah, it should be cool.
In actuality, it really should do better than Venom.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
Y'all see the news that are coming out because of these early reports and I guess plans about spin-offs from this movie.
Well, yeah, I think Spider-Gwen's supposed to get a spin-off.
And they're
one of them.
Yeah, and then they're also doing either that or all-female. I don't know if they're one and the same. Either Spider-Gwen leading an all-female squad or Spider-Man and then an all-female squad. But
could be interesting. Could be real interesting.
Just say that Spider-Gwen. This is the problem that I have with these fucking when they say it's all blah blah blah. Is that it immediately thinks they're gonna push some kind of agenda? Like just say that Spider-Gwen's gonna be the head of the movie. Done and done. You know what I mean? Like when you have nobody sounds like an all-male cast.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I get that.
To me it's kind of fucking silly at this point.
Yeah.
The only thing I care about when we're talking about spiders and female ones.
Here it is.
You know I'm gonna say it.
oh, man.
Bring me Hoso. The real Hoso. She was in the fucking comic. The story of her not being able to control her fucking pussy is in the fucking comic lore. Everybody fucking ignores it. It happened. She can't control her pussy around any male spider. She wants to fuck. She wants to suck. She wants to do that thing.
100%.
Put it in there.
Not happening. 100% not happening.
Not in a CGI.
I don't want no
film.
regular soap.
When they said all female cast, 100% it will have no kind of sexual undertones or overtones at all.
Pornhub's got to make it
It's
happen.
gonna be some
Oh
shit-
yeah, porno's probably already
Somebody
done it.
needs to
And at
make
the end,
that.
she's got to kill everybody.
There you go.
Like how true female spider does.
Yeah, that's the only way I'm gonna fucking watch anything with Silk in it.
Yeah.
Fuck everything else. Are y'all saying big? Are y'all like,
Oh, yeah.
optimistic about this Spider-Verse or not?
I thought it was
idea.
amazing when the first trailer dropped. I was like, I didn't know it was going to come to the theaters. I thought it was going to be direct to DVD or whatever. But the fact that it's going to be in a movie theater and the hype that's already pumped up about this, it's gonna do really well.
Miles is literally only about 8 years old in comics.
that is
He's
true.
relatively new to be getting like a starring role. But go ahead, old ninja.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see, I guess. I mean, this is technically a risk for Sony, I guess.
Really?
Well, also
Well,
the-
think about it. Like Cronin said, this is a comic book animated feature-length film where they could have done the safe route and released this on Blu-ray and DVD package. They would have made money, easy, but
This is the biggest year for Spider-Man ever in the history of
Ex-
that great
exactly.
fucking character. You got Venom doing big money. He was in Infinity War. You got the PS4 game. And everything feels different. This is an animated movie with Miles Morales as the star. It's Spider-Man's year. I could see this fucking killing.
I can see it doing well, hopefully for them. I mean, but some people are like, well, what's this really about? There's especially people who don't know who Miles is.
Yeah, I was gonna say
So-
because he doesn't. I mean, he's appeared every now and then in like the Spider-Man cartoons,
Yes,
but other than that, he's pretty much been mainly in the comics.
that is correct.
So
That's definitely correct.
They're definitely taking a big risk with this. But then again, it's not just him. Like we have Spider-Man, we have Spider-Pig, like we have a
Oh, Spider Noir,
Noir,
I think is
yeah.
in there. There's a couple. They even list the ones that aren't even in there, and apparently they're gonna mention them by name or some shit. There'll be like some little pun about them.
The fucked up thing to me with like the popularity now of Spider-Gwen popping off is it really negates the whole fucking lore that we all saw even in the movies this year, this decade in Amazing Spider-Man with Gwen Stacy getting fucking killed off, you know? And obviously this is a different
always dies,
dimension
though.
and all that, but like all of that stuff is completely thrown out the window when Spider-Gwen becomes super popular.
I mean, but the same with fucking Miles. His Peter Parker dies as
Yeah.
well. So,
yeah, I mean, we'll always have a Peter Parker.
well, you always have a Spider-Man, not necessarily Peter Parker.
Oh, you will always fuck what you talk about. You will always have a Peter Parker. I'm telling you right now, they ain't Marvel ain't the face of Marvel. They ain't about to kill that motherfucker off. Fuck that.
Do you remember when Spider-Man made an appearance in the Young Justice?
No.
So there was an episode of Young Justice where there's a character. His name's not Spider-Man, but he is Spider-Man. Like his suit is black and his logo is red,
The
but he
fuck,
still
really?
shoots web. I think it was either Young Justice or maybe Justice League. But yeah,
You
Spider-Man.
gotta pull that up now.
Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Go ahead.
What the fuck? And this was on one of the what?
It's a cartoon he's talking about.
Yeah, it was a cartoon.
Well, you find that shit.
Okay. What else? So we got to talk about this here. Oh, even though Prodigy's got to step away, but Agents of Shield before season 6 airs, already approved for season 7.
Fuck yeah, it's such a great show.
I mean, it's gotten better. I want to say it's probably better than Titans at this point.
That guy?
Yeah,
That looks like a wannabe Black Panther.
that
No.
is Spider-Man, dude.
Literally a spider on his forehead.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh,
that
this
is
is
a spider. I
yeah.
thought that was a shadow.
No, this is what Blue was talking about.
What the
That's
fuck?
from Young Justice.
So for those of you who are listening to us on audio, he's showing Cronus has a picture of what looks like a all black Spider-Man. Imagine the
Looks like Spider Noir.
Yeah.
is that it? Yeah, except all black instead. He has yellow eyes.
His name is Black Spider,
That's amazing.
and his yeah, and the character underneath him is Eric Needham.
Need him?
Needham.
Need him? Get out of that? Sure, whatever.
And I guess he's in Arkham.
Attack on Arkham?
Yeah. Assault on Arkham.
Or Assault on Arkham, yeah. I saw that on Blu-ray the other day for sale. We'll see. But yeah. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. ahead of... So season 6 doesn't even debut until 2019. Summer of 2019.
Damn, it's been like a year since the last
Yeah,
season.
roughly. Well, it's been
Why-
since like May.
So they're not doing... Cause normally it comes on during like the spring. Or,
Normally it would... Well, last year they didn't start until
fall.
December.
Damn.
And this year they won't start until... Well, this time around they're not going to start until summer of 2019. And they're only doing 13 episodes. And then season 7 is already approved.
That's weird for them to do like... Because it's normally like, what, 26 episodes in the season?
That's still a lot. Anywhere over 20 is a lot.
Let me see.
And that's a full that's a full order, as they call it, I think. Nowadays, we're watching series where their max number is like 13. I think even Titans is only 10 episodes. What else is that? Like, what, Legion's only like maybe 10 to 13 episodes? The Gifted's like 13 episodes.
There's some that are more though, man. I mean, come on. It's
Yeah,
like,
of course, but there are like Arrow's at 20 to 24.
Yeah.
No, yeah, so every season it's been 22 episodes.
Okay,
For-
22, not 26.
Yeah, not 26, 22.
Well, that's a full order, but this is the first one that got cut down to 13.
But that's so weird. I think 7 might be their season finale or series finale.
Series finale, very possible.
Yeah,
For
but that's
them to
weird for them
do-
to break it up like that.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, but it is Disney money, Marvel money. They have the money to do it. We're gonna see Coulson again in Captain Marvel in a couple months. So, and then we'll see him again in the summer. So there will probably be some pretty heavy ties to
I wonder if
what
that's
happened
why
to
they pushed it back.
possibly. I mean, they're gonna be ties to obviously Captain Marvel and to the next Infinity or Avengers film, which everyone thought today that they're gonna drop a trailer, which they did not. Y'all tripping. But
I didn't hear that at all.
yeah, there's people speculating it'd be out today. Just wait, it'll be out. We'll see it probably maybe December. If not, we can wait till early next year. I'm fine with that. Keep it under wraps. Keep everybody wanting more. Get everybody like thirsty for it. I'm fine. Totally fine. So, what do we want to go to next?
What is this? I don't even want to really ask, but because I don't want to say the name, the N-word fishing.
N-word fish.
I know sort of some about it, but I think people they're sort of tripping. They sort of have a point, but they're sort of tripping at the same time. And I'll give a great example after we have this conversation.
Okay. Yeah.
What's the name of the chick? The person that was surrounding the controversy. You have her name? Did you put this on here?
Yeah, I did put this on her. And
know
no,
the
I
name
didn't
of it?
put her name because there's more than one person.
Yeah, but she was the
being
one that got
accused.
called out the most.
Yeah, but we'll just leave it at in generality. So there's this hashtag on Romy on Twitter. It was going along about a week and a half ago. I don't know if it's still trending now, but it was basically the hashtag N-word fishing, where it's basically like a white woman who would, through makeup, darken her skin to appear as if she's like mixed race.
It wasn't even makeup. I mean, she tanned her entire body.
Yeah, well, there's videos of them showing her putting on makeup to be darker.
Okay.
And then her without it, where she's super pale, and where she was basically trying to, apparently according to quote unquote black Twitter, where she was trying to, date black men or whatnot, but she would appear as if she was light skinned or mixed. There's one girl singled out, but then there's been other people showcasing other white women doing the same. I would imagine the most famous person who has done this already was Rachel Doza. But I don't know if she was already like dating black men. I know she had 2 sons that were very, very dark, who do not look like her, but she identified as black. But
Wait, so that's her right there?
yeah,
Yeah, this chick is white. But I didn't think that she was. I thought she was maybe mixed or Latina.
no, she was
So-
that was the hashtag where people on Black Twitter were pointing out these women that were trying to be mixed Latina or bold-faced black.
Yo, honestly, she's fine as fuck.
Oh my goodness!
But that's probably all makeup. But god damn.
yeah. There was a YouTube video
That's not
showing.
makeup.
Yeah.
Them hips ain't makeup.
that
I'm just saying.
I would have been caught.
could be Brazilian butt lift. I'm just saying.
Well, she's had work done. I mean, that's very obvious, right?
All bad, but
Well, let me show. Let me show people. In
yeah, people in the chat.
So this chick, right? It's a pretty good picture. This chick right here is.
She's been
totally
called out.
Caucasian.
People yelling at him, yelling at her, saying you, all kinds of names. It's like, how are you going to do this? Why has the world come to this type thing? This is a strange time to be alive, even though this is the best time to be alive.
That's
Apparently,
fucking crazy.
like, why would you do this?
Yeah,
Like,
she's Swedish.
that kind of explains a little bit. Not
Doesn't
really.
explain a lot.
I mean, shit, fucking wasn't Tiger Woods white Swedish?
That's like the dictionary of a white person, Swedish people. Because they're mainly like blonde hair, blue eyes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if I go down far enough, it'll show like what she used to look like.
Where's your first picture showed it?
Yeah, I know, but I want to see if it's on her Instagram page though. 'Cause
Oh.
that'd be fucking super.
Look at
interesting.
them hips on this woman has
Yeah.
very wide birthing hips,
Yeah.
making it look like that she's like assisted.
Well, that's the way that she was. I don't know if she can make her hips wider, but I know her, for sure her lips are fake.
Oh, Botoxed up,
Yeah,
injectionized, saline, whatever the fuck. I mean, to me, this is some weird fucking shit. Like, is this one of those racial identity things? Apparently, people are accusing her of doing this just to date black guys.
So, I'm gonna be real honest. This might piss somebody off, like a lot of people off, but if you're an African American woman or a person of African descent, you straighten your hair. Is that the same thing? If you lighten your skin, if you're African American, you use, are African of descent, and you use skin lighteners.
Oh, dude, those people have been roasted too. Lil Kim, who's done it. Sammy Sosa's done it.
They're not using racial,
Racial
racial
hashtags.
slurs to them.
Oh, I'm sure Black Twitter has come up with all kinds of names for them that they just probably didn't catch on because the N-word is so defensive. It probably caught more attention.
Let me see her
But-
original picture. So people want to know what she used to look like. Oh shit, did I lose it?
And that doesn't look like the ones that I've seen where she's like super pale. This
Yeah.
is just weird to me.
No, it's not. I mean, this is the time we're living in. I mean, people, everybody seems to want to look like whatever they want to, and it's not just white people. It's fucking everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird that we have the technology and the
Yeah.
tools to do it.
And she's not. I mean, like,
Here you go. This is what she looked like in the person on the right. These are the same people, left and right, same people.
So
I mean, she doesn't look. She looks like a normal chick, white girl on the right. Like, it's not ugly.
yeah, I mean, those of you who
But
are
she's fine as fuck in the dark skin. God damn.
God dang. Those of you who are listening to us just via audio, you'd have to like go to our YouTube
Well, if you look
channel
up,
and look at these pictures.
What is her?
Or
actual name?
you can look in
It's-
the description. Maybe we'll have it there.
Well, her name is Emma Hallberg. EMMAHALBERG.
She looks like she's like from Massachusetts or Boston or some shit. But
Wow.
she's not the only person I saw who was accused of this.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
So it's just weird to me. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of heat on Black Twitter about it. I just kind of didn't pay it too much attention. I just thought, first I thought it was just people complaining, and then I saw the pictures and I was like, this is fucking awkward.
I mean, unless they're out there like seriously trying to pretend like they're black, like talking, the stereotypical black way or something like that. I mean, yeah, that would be pretty offensive to me if they tried to do some shit like that. But if that's just the way they want to look, I mean, I guess whatever.
But some people were saying this is like the new blackface.
I don't think it's blackface. I mean, if you want to say that's blackface, then every chick with a fucking weave is whiteface.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm just reiterating what they're saying on Twitter. It's just weird altogether.
We have these weird fucking rules where if somebody decides to darken their skin, they get chastised way more than somebody that decided to lighten their skin or, modify the way they look. Because people do, like women in general do that shit all the time, and they don't catch as much heat unless you are of lighter skin. And it's that, to me, it's weird. I think that you should just look the way you, to me, I think you should just look the way you look. You know what I mean? You shouldn't need to modify yourself that much. I mean, don't look like a fucking slob, but I mean, at the same time, most women, especially in America, they're basically wearing fucking masks. Like, I don't know what the fuck you look like.
With that much makeup on?
Yeah, like people, they're wearing like these fucking serious fucking, foundation and all this other shit. Like, you don't look
foundation
that way.
based, fucking Mars Attack shit. Fucking on.
Have you guys seen the Japanese videos of the girls taking off their makeup?
Yeah, that's the extreme example. That's what I'm talking about. Like,
yeah. Like the shit that they use tape and clay to hold their nose, like to make their nose more rigid, and they stick shit up their nose to have it give it more shape.
It's ridiculous.
I've only seen them. I've only seen the ones where they cake on like retarded makeup to where they look like a completely different person.
No, the one with tape is like even more ridiculous.
I haven't seen that shit.
Like when they take the makeup off, their face is like fat, like their face is rounded, but when they have like
probably
everything on,
swollen.
No, it's just that's just how it is. Is that a fast charger over there for like a Tesla?
What the fuck?
Over there in the corner?
Oh, it's for a KMX car. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she does have an electric car.
God dang.
It's
so
a hybrid. Yeah. All that stuff is just like, it's so weird to me. Like, I've always preferred women that wear less makeup, because then I know what the fuck you look like from the jump. I don't want to fucking go to bed with some chick that looks like a goddamn wildebeest in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You're playing pretend.
I remember I had an old roommate. His girlfriend, she looked good in the daytime, but in the morning, when she just first wakes up and all her makeup off, she looks like one of her brothers. I mean, they're family and everything, but damn, she looks like a goddamn boy.
Did you know that somebody got sued in China because this woman had a bunch of plastic surgery, and they had kids, and the kids were ugly.
Oh,
and the man sued the wife, and I think he won.
I heard about that. And I heard that guy was like a billionaire too. Like he was super rich.
Apparently that's like a hoax. It's not not a true thing. Yeah, apparently the woman, she was just a model and it was a photo shoot, and that the producers went in and like photoshopped the kids to make them look unattractive.
Oh.
Like if you Google it, you can find it. Like it was a big fucking setup on her part, but yeah. It was on what is this? Not Snoop.com, not Snoop Dogg, but
so I'm looking at those pictures again, and all the women they're showing that says blackface, none of them look like full black.
Yeah, they look mixed.
Yeah,
they look mixed at best. If anything, they look Latina to me. If anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Yeah, that's just, it's weird.
Very weird.
I mean, I could definitely tell they've had work done, and then B, they've darkened all of their skin, not just their face. So.
Yeah, they're pretty much wearing full body makeup.
Well, I think they just did tans.
Like spray on tan?
Either spray tans or just actual tan.
Yeah.
So,
still.
Remember that one lady who was like obsessed with tan, like the hella old ass lady? Let me see if I can find a picture of her. But I remember she like had an addiction to tan.
Did she get cancer?
I don't think so, but like she had to stop. I think she was getting cancer.
It's terrible. So, let's move on.
Here, this lady. I guys remember her, right?
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
God dang.
Yeah, she was addicted to tanning. So this is like what she looked like without a tan. This is like after.
Oh my God.
That looks weird.
Damn,
that's blackface.
Yeah, but that's her skin is fucked.
Yeah.
That's all bad.
But she wasn't like saying that she was black. She just was addicted to tanning.
Well, she's basically she's like a giant walking cancer cell.
Yeah, basically.
So.
God dang.
So apparently, Crackdown 2, a game that'll probably never get released.
Crackdown 3.
2, 3, fucking 54. Doesn't matter.
Crackdown 3 has an official release date of February 14th, 2019.
Had one before, too, right?
I don't know.
Yes,
no idea.
I know they announced it like during E3 like a couple of years ago.
But then they didn't show any gameplay. So now apparently there's going to be a beta soon.
Is Terry Crews still in it?
Yeah, he's like the he's part of the game.
Yeah,
I guess, but he's like
person?
No, I don't think he's like your mentor. Like he's like your guide when you first start the game. Shows you what you can do and shows you the tutorial of the game. Because you can build whatever character you want apparently. So, but Crackdown 1 is available on Xbox Live. You can rebuy the original one.
I mean, that's actually one of the few reasons to pick up an Xbox at this point. I mean,
Crackdown 3?
Yeah, because there's so few fucking exclusives. But Crackdown is actually, it's a lot of fun. It reminds me of, not GTA, but it reminds me of Saints Row, but like not as silly.
Oh, yeah.
But it's fucking silly, but not as silly.
Yeah, because there's like weird, crazy shit that you can do that looks super ridiculous.
You become a superhero.
Yeah, it's like, but then you're in a city of other superheroes when you're playing online. So it's like, what the fuck? Reminds me of DC Universe Online, or is it DC Online? Or is it just a ton of superheroes running?
I want to say the last Crackdown game was probably the last game I've played that had like cheat codes that you could fucking use.
Well, Red Dead Redemption 2 has cheat codes.
Yeah, and so does GTA 5.
Yeah, there's weird shit. Yeah, I think GTA 4 had one where you can put in a code and have all 6 stars.
Pretty much all Rockstar games have cheat codes.
Weird cheat
Oh,
codes.
that's right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, hot coffee. Anybody?
Hot coffee was not a cheat code.
Well, oh, it was a mod. Yes,
It was not even a mod. They put it in the game. It was in the code, but they didn't put it in the game.
but you had to get a mod to unlock it.
Well, yeah, somebody hacked it. They hacked it. They didn't mod it. They hacked it. Because a mod makes it seem like it was a modification that they put out. Somebody hacked the game to access that content.
Yeah, because I know that there was something you had to do something weird for the Xbox version to get hot coffee, but once that shit got fixed, there was just no getting back to it.
Y'all guys see the shit that Netflix is doing that was announced today?
They're doing all kinds of shit. Are you talking about Ultraman?
They're making a live action Cowboy Bebop.
Oh yes, limited series Cowboy Bebop.
A live action Cowboy Bebop.
Yep.
So is Keanu Reeves going to be Spike?
Oh, is he really?
I wish he was. I mean, he
Oh.
could be a pretty good Spike. I don't know. I mean, I'll be honest with you. The last Bleach wasn't that bad. I heard that Kenshin was actually pretty good.
Well, that because it was made in Japan.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't like American live action.
Like,
but then what's name wasn't that great.
Death Note.
No, like the live action version of God damn it, Full Metal Alchemist. The Japanese version wasn't. I tried watching it because it is on Netflix. It's the Japanese version that's been dubbed and subbed for Netflix. But I tried watching it and it was hard to watch. Like the characters, like just see an Asian person with like a blonde wig on just looked out of place. Like you knew he was wearing a wig like the whole entire time, which was it just kept taking me out of the movie. And then like the younger brother that's in the suit of armor, like it was just badly CGI.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't that great.
We'll see. I don't have high hopes, I guess. I mean, we'll see. Maybe they can do something good. I mean, they're Netflix. They might be able to do it, but you know.
But they fucked up on Death Note.
Well, I mean, live action anime in general usually isn't that good.
Yeah.
So I mean, we had a few cases where it was good, but I don't know. We'll see. We have literally no information except for they're going to make it, and they're also making Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's not anime, but it's pretty fucking close.
Yeah, they're also doing Ultraman. Apparently, there are some.
They got dropped today, right?
Yeah, some shit. There's like some weird. So his armor. Ultraman, he's supposed to be like, I don't know, fucking 10 stories tall. But his armor looks very, very eerily similar to fucking Iron Man. I was like, am I looking at Iron Man with the new helmet? Or they're like, oh no, this is Ultraman. So I'm like, okay.
Wasn't Ultraman like, he was huge, right? He wasn't.
Yeah, he was the size of Godzilla. In fact, he probably fought Godzilla at one point.
Actually, wait, I think he's small too. Because
he starts out as like a dude, but he grows to like fucking 10 stories tall. And then he like fucking does crazy karate and shit, shoots out fucking ray beams and shit. I was like, what the fuck? I mean, I used to watch it every now and then, but I don't know how I feel about it now. We'll see. I mean, it could be cool. I don't know.
Oh, what just happened there?
Uh-oh.
Oh, my headphones.
Oh, are you... Cronus is playing the... Wait, is this Netflix produced or is this live action Japan and then moving over?
It looks like
this looks CGI.
It's Netflix. Yeah, it looks like CGI. Yeah.
Oh, this is cell shaded.
This looks like the same studio that did Knights of Sidonia.
Oh yeah, it does.
Okay,
it really does. So in that case, it might be pretty good. This does look like Knights of Sidonia. Oh shit!
Old school Tony Stark, Ultraman. Yeah. So yeah, we're like those of you who are listening to audio, like, what's going on? Yeah, we're
there.
You go.
That's the original.
Yeah, it's cool. We're like watching this little trailer with no sound of Ultraman that is coming to Netflix. But I just saw like this weird live action Ultraman still. So
the Ultraman still that you saw. Okay, there it goes. Now I guess now he's going to the mech thing. But his base suit is not mech-like.
Okay, that's a still. It looked like live action. So there you go.
Oh shit, he did a fucking spirit bomb.
Yeah.
Oh dang, there it is. Boom. All up in your feelings. Fuck what you trying to say.
You know what? I'm gonna check it out.
Should be cool.
Dude, April 1st. Wow.
2019.
April Fool's Day. That shit ain't coming out.
Oh dang.
It's like sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, y'all see. We've actually briefly talked about this, but now it's been confirmed about Jordan Peele remaking Candyman. They have Nia DaCosta to direct the film. Y'all ever watch Candyman? Or?
I watched
Like
it
the
back in
movie?
day. I mean, I can't remember it though. It was a long time ago. I said remember it. I can't remember it. It was a long time ago.
We on a black cast.
I remember that fucking the main character
Tony Todd
having bees come out of his mouth and shit.
Yeah,
It's creepy.
feeding babies blood and shit. He had a hook for a hand.
Dude, if you watch Amazing World of Gumball on Cartoon Network, on there they did like a Halloween spoof. What's so great about this Halloween spoof was that the dad, Richard, dressed as Kratos. So he's like painted all white, and he has like the red stripe on him, and he has like the chainsaw lipids on his arm. Like they did a really good job of him doing Kratos. I mean, he's fat and out of shape, but so they talk about how like people aren't afraid of monsters anymore. And so they actually had Candyman in there, but his name wasn't Candyman. It was like something else, but it was obvious it was
Candyman. Sweets Man? Was it Mr. Sweets?
I think it was just Candy. I don't because to get him to come there, you just say Candy, and he like appears, and he always has like bees around him, but he doesn't have like any candy. So it was pretty funny.
That's fucking hilarious.
But yeah, I fucking love that show. They make fun of so much adult stuff. It's hilarious.
Apparently, if you know where to look, they have some adult stuff actually out there.
Oh yeah, they do.
That's fucking all bad.
My favorite episode still is the one where they rip a scene from anime where the mom fights the other chick.
Yeah, I saw that. Where they like turn into like fucking because they get taller and shit.
Yeah.
Then they like fucking fight in a warehouse and shit.
They fight in a school gym and they fucking wreck shit.
That's hilarious. That show's fucking. I don't know. Who had a chance to watch House on Haunted Hill?
I did, but I think Prodigy. Did you add that to the list?
No, I did not. I haven't even seen any of it.
Yeah, I think Prodigy put it on the list, but I've seen it all, and it's a really good show. It's not a creepy show. I mean, if you ever watch American Horror Story, it's kind of like that. Like it's somewhat scary, but like not really.
Is it more disturbing than scary?
Yeah, it's more psychologically fucks with your head type stuff, and not like, oh shit, I can't go to sleep. But I mean, they do have some jump scares, but they also have some scenes where it's like the monster's just fucking standing there, like moving around, like it's obvious that it's fucking there, and it's like creepy as hell just because it's there. But the show is really good. So it's about a family who the dad buys this like mansion, and he's trying to flip it to make more money off of it, but all this creepy shit starts happening, and like there's ghosts that are scaring the kids, and then like one of the daughters see this lady she calls the cricket neck lady. And the son is like it's really crazy. Like all this shit keeps happening, and then it's basically the older son. So the mom dies. The older son he writes a book about it, and that's what the movie is about. It's based off his book, and it's just pretty much them like living out that story. But it's one of the it's a great show on Netflix. But like we talked about how like in Mr. Robot, there's a scene in Mr. Robot in like their season finale where they do a scene that's one continuous shot, like it's one. It even like goes into like a news broadcast and then comes out again, and it's like continuing like showing the outside of this shit that's happening inside of Ecor, I think. But in this show, they do something similar like that, but they like go back and forth in time. Like they start in a funeral home, but then it jumps back into the past, and they're back inside the house, and then they come back out to the funeral home, and then there's shit in the background that's fucking changing, and then people are like yelling at each other. Somebody gets cut. And then they go back in time again, back to the house. Like, so much shit is fucking happening. And it's like, probably like the first maybe 35 minutes have gone by, and it's just one continuous shot. And it isn't until like something major happens that you realize like, oh shit, this is all one continuous shot. And then it actually has a cut, which is it was so well done. Like it's a really good show. I highly recommend you checking out this show if you haven't. And it's not horror scary, like you don't have to worry about like not being able to sleep, so it's definitely one of those mind fuck type shows.
I've seen people watch episodes over and over again already. I haven't seen any of them. I heard it's good. I do plan on watching it at one point. I just hadn't had the time because O'Driscoll's need killing. I'm just saying, I do. I'm just saying. I haven't met the new gangs yet.
There's 6 different gangs in the.
Yeah, I haven't, and I just started like Red Dead Online because it's like literally starting a new campaign almost, pretty much.
That's what I need to do because like I said, I pretty much I didn't go through like get all the trophies and shit, but the main story and all the other side stories that I found so far are done.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know a guy. He's 95% on game completion.
Wait, I haven't found Gavin yet.
I don't think anyone has.
Nobody's found Gavin.
I don't think no one's found that guy. I haven't even met the guy, and I've literally found 1 dinosaur or 2 dinosaur bones.
I found a couple too.
I found 2, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, I mean, there's guides for everything.
Have you found the L? Well, I'm trying not to go through it all, but I'm trying not to go through guides. And there's like these weird tree trails. Have you found those? The L-shaped trees?
No, I've seen. So, I didn't notice this until I played the online version, but there's a rock formation that looks like a pair of hands that maybe possibly hold a heart-shaped like fucking emoji type thing. It's like fucking weird. It's near Valentine where there's 2 rocks appear and it doesn't look natural. Well, I mean, the game isn't natural, of course, but like compared to the rest of the world, it's like it looks out of place.
I have not found that, but I found massacre sites so far. I found a serial killer.
I've not found that either.
Fucking brutally murdered people. I found all kinds of. I found somebody that was scalped and still alive at a fucking murder scene.
Oh shit!
And he was like his dying like thoughts were to me. It was like it's crazy.
No, I haven't found. I've only found like people like on the path. Like one guy, he's all hurt, and like you got to take him to Saint Denis, and like you get like free stuff or whatnot. I haven't found any weird. I've seen like weird rock formations, but I found like 2 pieces of treasure map. But I haven't really been out of my way. I started hunting a little bit, but I'm trying to get back into doing the actual like story. I feel like I'm getting behind.
I wish they would have explained that hunting like the legendary animals is good for the trinkets because the trinkets have like
they give you boosts.
Powers.
Yeah, they give you all kinds of fucking perks, and I was like, oh fuck. Like somebody was yelling at me, you don't have any talismans? I'm like, no. What do I need those for? Oh, dude, they give you hella perks. I'm like, fine. So I've made 1 talisman so far. So it's just like kind of crazy. I guess I was gonna wait for Blue to get back. He stepped out, but we haven't really been talking about TV shows recently, even though we nominated.
You were just talking about a bunch of TV shows. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, but like the stuff that we were like used to watching like last year. Like we haven't talked about any of the DC TV stuff, except for unless you include Titans.
Yeah, you were talking about it for a long fucking time.
But yeah, we haven't talked about like a lot of this.
We haven't talked about like the stuff that we normally watch, like Arrow and Flash. Walking Dead's another one. What is the Black Lightning? Ash vs. Evil Dead got canceled, so there's nothing to talk about there.
Oh, did it really? Holy shit!
Yeah, it's been canceled. Gotham, which hasn't started yet, which starts in 2 weeks, I think.
Which is getting canceled.
Yeah, well, it's ending. So, but yeah, the new
season ending because it got canceled.
Well, their new season starts in I think in 2 weeks. The Gifted, which came back already, which is probably close to ending. We haven't talked about that. So, what else? What else do we normally watch? I mean, we could talk about some of the stuff because I know Blue was raving about Arrow.
Dude, Arrow. So, I mean, we were talking about Titans earlier, and Arrow did such a good job of fucking fight scenes and violence being in a goddamn a local network TV channel that, like, Titans should have been taking notes from this fucking show.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Oh, this is another thing that fucked me up. The fake-ass blood in Titans is like, it's like all CGI or some bullshit. It's like pink. It was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah,
like, Arrow has blood everywhere. Like, people are getting fucked up, like, brutalized, tortured, and there's blood everywhere. Titans looks like bullshit. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
And it's always so, like, obvious that they're trying to make it seem like something violent is just happened.
It's all bad. Versus, like, the latest episode of Arrow, we had Michael Jai White,
who fucking killed it,
a.k.a. Bronze Tiger, fucking shit
AKA
up with
Black
Arrow.
Dynamite, a.k.a. fucking Spawn.
Yeah, just fucking shit up with fucking Arrow in a huge ass prison scene where they actually do a one shot in that with the fight scene. I was like, dude, this is all over the place, but I'm able to follow and still see all this crazy like stunts. Like I feel like they've taken some pointers from Daredevil and some other shows and tried to incorporate it in the show because they had really good fucking action.
Oh, they
like,
did.
Like when Michael Jai White kicked that dude in the face, I felt that.
Or when he fucking slammed him into the fucking
and the pillar. Yeah, I was like,
fuck.
oh, that had to.
Who is Michael Jai White playing?
He's
Bronze
Bronze
Tiger.
Tiger.
Oh, nice. That's a good
Yeah.
fit.
He's been Bronze Tiger since season 2.
I don't remember him seeing. Wait, what show are you talking about?
Arrow.
Oh, okay. I don't watch Arrow.
That's why.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's worth watching the recent episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's worth watching just that because it was a pretty good scene. Especially, I think mainly just because he was in it because he's a great actor and like
a good
him
fighter.
fucking kicking everybody asses and shit. It's fucking dope.
He fucked all
But
kinds
did
of
he
people
throw that shit before he came in the room?
It
up.
would have been so funny if he would have said that. But no, there's a scene where Bronze Tiger and Arrow, like, they're talking to each other in the room, and Bronze Tiger said, I want to go back and watch the episode because I want to take a screenshot of what he says. But he literally said something I always say about the show, that Arrow's always fucking breaking promises.
Oh, yeah.
And he said something along the lines like, you know, you and your promises, you never seen able to keep them or some shit like that. I was
he
like,
literally calls him
dude.
out.
I was like, that's straight up what I've been talking about this whole entire show. He's always making promises and never keeps.
It's what the fan base keeps talking about. Just like fucking, they keep 2 things they talk shit about Arrow and Flash. One, Ollie always making promises and breaking them, and the fan base always calls them out. And then fucking Barry going back in time, which we're going to see again next week. Next week, he will go back in time with his daughter and face all of his previous villains. We're going to see Zoom again. We're going to see E. Thawne as Harrison Wells Reverse Flash again. We'll see, who else is there? There's another one. Oh, we get to see Savitar again.
Ooh, what about is it not Zoom?
No, we'll see Zoom. There's a couple stills of Zoom. There's ones with Savitar. He's going back in time, and this is the episode before the Elseworlds crossover event.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be weird.
That's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be super crazy. I mean, we get to see Superman in his black suit.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
And we're gonna be introduced into Batwoman.
So that's going to be a 3-part series, right? It's going to cross.
It says 3 nights because 2 of the nights there's 4 shows or 3 shows or some shit like that. And the only show I don't know if they're participating is Black Lightning.
Yeah, I don't think Black Lightning's in that universe.
Yeah, I mean, I think they are. They just want to stay local.
You know, one thing I like about Black Lightning is it doesn't try to be like I think they don't make it seem like he's like a superhero. Like, I think it's more of a drama show than it is like superhero show.
I mean, to me, it feels more like the way when Flash first started, where they heavily relied on the drama and the family aspect.
Yeah.
But this is like a very, very black family and dealing with a black community and dealing with, you know, everything that we're seeing socially in the news about, you know, people getting shot up for doing stuff, drugs in the community.
I sell drugs in the community.
Yeah. You know, black leadership in the community. They touch on a lot of those things, but they don't beat you over the head with it.
Yeah.
They just show that they're trying to do what's best for Freeland, not for the rest of the country.
Yeah. And Tobias is still one of my favorite fucking villains.
Oh yeah, he's great. The one thing that bothers me about Black Lightning is that the songs during the fight scenes are like feel-good songs, and they feel out of place.
Yeah.
Compared to the first season, where
also with like the daughter, whenever she like holds her breath to use her powers or whatever, just that sound bugs the shit out of me.
You don't like the sound? I don't know.
No, where she's like,
yeah,
like, I think that's how you fucking.
Actually, I think it's important for her character because you know when she uses it.
Yeah.
So when she's blocking bullets or fuck someone up, you know that she took her breath.
You don't like the sound when girls is sucking?
Oh man,
it just sounds weird. It sounds off to me. But when I was watching I was watching something I was talking about like the scenes of Flash in the Arrow, and it made me. They brought up a scene where Arrow or Flash is hitting on Felicity, and they used to date. I always forget about that.
Oh yeah, dude. When they first started, they were all they spoke nerd to each other, and then they got wet, and then they were trying to smash.
And then shit happened.
Yeah, and I mean they pointed out in a couple seasons that they used to date.
Yeah,
it is pretty funny to me, but yeah, it's just weird with his daughter being there and her. It's interesting how they have her future knowledge of her father versus her actual knowledge of her father.
Yeah.
And they don't sync up. And I think there's a huge reason, which we'll probably see later on. Apparently, the crossover is going to change all the shores.
They
Elseworlds.
kind of did that already.
Did they?
But
yeah.
this is going to be by an outside influence, though.
But what's interesting about this with Barry's daughter is that chick is fine as fuck. They did a really good casting of her.
Yeah, we saw.
Like, she looks like she could be like Barry and Iris's kid,
No,
but
she
like,
doesn't.
you don't think so?
No.
She looks like she's mixed.
Well,
is
yeah, mixed, but definitely not of those two.
I think
That
so.
dude's got a fucking peanut head.
That's true.
Holy shit. God dang.
She's still fine though.
Speaking of which,
She's a great actor. Like this last episode, like where Barry gets injured, like her reaction to that, I was like, "Fuck, dude, she's really feeling that."
Oh, when she tries to save his life? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's her dad, and I think she pulled out all the stops and did a great job. It's just that I feel like, at first her relationship with Iris was like pretty cool because she hated her mom. I think they should have played that out a little longer, but it is what it is. But like I was saying, shout out to Jesse L. Martin, who's had some back issues, I think due to on-the-job injury. So he hasn't been on set recently, or he hasn't been in a few episodes, and when he is, he's always sitting down. And apparently he's taking a leave of absence. So hopefully he does well. Hopefully he doesn't need any like major surgery, or he's not going to be in a debilitated state. Hopefully he's able to return soon. Hopefully we see him later on in the season. We'll see.
All right, so Blue, you apparently saw an amazing movie over the weekend.
Yes,
Wanna talk about
not the Singer of the Weekend, but yesterday, The Sweetness and I
I
went.
said over the weekend.
No, I saw it yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, so The Sweetness and I went to go see Bohemian Rhapsody, which is a loosely biographical film about the fucking British rock band Queens. This fucking movie, hands down, was fucking amazing. It's probably the best bio picture I've ever seen about somebody. And like, I know songs by Queen. Like, mainly the big one is oh god, I see a silhouette of a man.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah, I couldn't think of the song. It's the name of the goddamn movie. Yeah. But like, there's so many songs that they've done that I did not know was theirs. I mean, like, I knew like "We Are the Champions." Yeah. That was one of them. But like, there's
Bites the Dust.
Yeah, another one. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was by them. Because what's name did a remake of it.
Yeah,
not Rick James, but
no, it was Wyclef, and he used their soundbite.
No, it was somebody else that did
also
it. Maybe it was Queen.
There was also what was it?
Yeah, I actually have the track of Wyclef doing it.
You Gotta Buy Dope From Us. That was a great song, by the way, from a Bay Area rapper. I forget his name.
I don't know.
It's one of the E40 guys.
Oh,
it's the same beat though, but it's "You Gotta Buy Dope From Us."
Oh yeah,
that's awesome. Also, you never heard the song "Fat Bottom Girls"? When Fat Bottom Girls Rule the World? That's by Queen.
Well, I have, yeah.
Yeah, that's by Queen.
Well, there is
wait, is David Bowie in the movie?
David Bowie.
Or is there someone who plays David Bowie? Because
I want to say he does.
Yeah, he is dead.
Yeah.
I think like they show like a scene of him because I think I can't remember.
Because they record a song together.
No, they didn't show him.
What?
Yeah, they didn't show him. But wow, yeah, Fat Bottom Queen it's in the movie. So I'm looking at the soundtrack right now. But the song that I didn't know was theirs was "I'm Your Best Friend." Like that sounds like some shit that would be on Sesame Street. Like yeah. I did not know that was them. But then also like they talk about how they come up with the song. So Bohemian Rhapsody, like they try to create a new sound. So they did like crazy shit where like they put like coins on the fucking drum. So when you hit the drums, like the coins would bounce up and down. They put like trash cans over the mics and would like hit the mics and stuff like that. So they try all these different things to create the sound. And when the Sweetness and I were driving home, like I had to listen to the goddamn soundtrack. So I'm listening to the song. And I hear this fucking weird ass sound. It sounded like my fucking car just broke down. It sounded like something metal hit the bottom of my car and like bounced around. And I was like, what the fuck was that? And then I realized like, oh shit, no, that's from the movie. Like they actually like did all kind of crazy shit. So when I rewound the tape and listened again, I was like, oh shit, like they literally like used random ass fucking noise in this goddamn song.
You know, there's Arabic in this and Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, there's like Arabic and there's some Swedish language too. Like there's a lot of random shit that they threw in there. And like they talk about how like, you know, the producers didn't want to have the song on there because the song was too fucking long. Because back then, like, mostly songs were 3 minutes long, and this one was like it was like 6 or 7 minutes long. But like Freddie Mercury wanted the song to play, so they like fucking left. But a little bit of a spoiler, like the guy who plays that producer is God, the guy from Wayne's World. What's his name? He's also in the
Mike Myers.
Mike Myers, yeah.
Oh.
So he plays his producer,
I don't know.
and like they want him to play Rhapsody, but the producer doesn't want him to play it, and they make a Wayne World reference where it's like I can imagine kids sitting in their cars singing this song and shit like that.
Yeah.
And shit was so funny because like that's when it dawned on me like, oh my god, they're totally talking about Wayne's World. But the guy who plays Frank Mercury,
Rami Malek.
yeah, he
Hold on.
fucking kills in that role.
He was also in Mr. Robot. He was also in goddamn
Twilight.
and
Yeah.
he was in I think it was Band of Brothers. He was a fucking asshole. Is he the Band of Brothers or the Pacific? But he was in it was a military movie. I should know this. I was in fucking Marine Corps. But, yeah, he was a crazy psychotic asshole in that movie.
Yeah, he also was in Night at the Museum as well.
Oh, was he? I didn't
Yeah,
know.
he played like King Tut or something like that.
He's a great fucking actor.
Yeah, but so Fred, if you didn't know who Freddie Mercury is, he kind of has like big teeth, and so I'm Malik. Is it Malachi, right?
Rami Malek.
Rami Malek. He had to wear like obviously he had to wear like prosthetics or something like that. But the fact that he's like able to like talk with these like prosthetic teeth in his mouth and like I don't know, he captured Freddie Mercury.
He also had to do British or
And a British accent, yeah.
He's not British though. He's from I believe
He's from
Jerusalem
Egypt.
or
He's Egyptian.
no, not. I'm talking about Freddie Mercury himself.
Freddie Mercury is Indian.
Yeah,
He's like
well, his real name, his actual given name is Farouk.
yeah, it's like Farouk something. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, the fact that he had to act with these prosthetics in and like take on this role, like he's like Freddie Mercury was gay, and like he had to like he's like kissing all these dudes in the movie and stuff like that. So he's got to get an Oscar for just that alone. Not fucking around.
Oscar for making out with dudes. What the fuck? Oh, I guess that's where you get an Oscar today. Hey,
no-
fucking what was it? What's that shit? Fucking Brokeback Mountain got fucking Oscars for making out. They were making out with dudes. So
I mean, Will Smith fucking was in 6 Degrees of Separation.
but he didn't get no Oscar though.
He was taken in the butthole.
Damn.
I
But
don't
no-
think he really was though.
Not really, but yeah. So, but this was an amazing movie. Like to learn about Queen and their background and how like how they came from being nobodies to being like this super successful group, and then like you learning about Freddie Mercury's background and then like how he contracted AIDS and finally like he passed away. But like watching all this scene, it's like, dude, I really wish I had a chance to see them in concert, but it just
Yeah, you're a little too late.
a little
You're
way
too
too
young.
late.
Yeah,
I think
you're too young.
he passed away in like 89 or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really cool. And like the whole reason why their album was called The Night at the Opera is because they wanted to create a sound that was just totally different, and they were super successful at that. But yeah, definitely check out this movie. It's really worth it.
Actually, you know what song I didn't know was them? Was a Crazy Little Thing Called Love.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was them for like the longest time. I thought it was some like country star, but no, it's freaking Queen. I was like, holy shit, this song's amazing.
Trying to think what other songs, but I was like,
There's a lot.
holy shit, that I did not know they did that.
Yeah, they didn't show them recording Under Pressure with David Bowie because that's like a hugely popular
You know what?
song.
They did play that song on there.
I was about to say.
Yeah. I don't remember them showing David Bowie though. But they probably did, but
You just weren't paying attention.
Yeah.
You were too busy crying.
basically.
That's so bad.
All right, let's get on to the Ask Me and the BTI questions because we need to wrap this up pretty soon.
Sure.
All right, so I think Old Ninja had one on here.
I do. So this
Actually,
relate.
no, I'm sorry. Blue had you beat.
Well, I added one now, but
Okay,
go ahead.
You added one. That would be on the end.
Well,
So-
we can save this for next week once we have more people on the cast.
Okay.
What is it? Which one are you talking about?
The favorite holiday one, yeah.
Do we want to do Dirty Stews then?
Sure,
Yeah,
go
let's
for it.
do Dirty Stews because this will be kind of off the cuff. So, Dirty Stew asked, every game console has a game or two that is remembered or associated with. Did I read that wrong or did you type that wrong?
I think it
No,
typed it wrong.
that's what.
It's literally what he typed. But I know what he's saying. For you, what games or games... That messes me up too. He wrote that wrong. Damn it, Dirty Stew. What comes to mind? Basically, for each console, what comes to mind to be like the game of that generation or of that console in particular?
Yeah.
So he asked for some specifics, It was N64, Sega Genesis, each of the PlayStation consoles, and each of the Xbox consoles. And so I will start because I had some ideas. For N64, for me, would definitely be Mario 64. For the Sega Genesis, I didn't play that console a whole lot. I got to be honest with you. If you just had a Dreamcast, it would have been a little bit different. For the PS1, it'd be Metal Gear Solid. PS2 would be God of War. PS3 is GTA 5, and then PS4 would be God of Boy. And then for the Xbox, fucking nothing.
Damn. All bad.
For me, I'm gonna not do the N64 because I didn't own it. I guess I would say, shit, I had the game ahead and I fucking lost it. Killer Instinct, because I remember like Cronus and other friends like constantly playing that goddamn game. But looking at the Super Nintendo, I would say probably Super Mario Bros. I think Mario Brothers owned the Nintendo console.
He's Sega Genesis though.
But no, I'm saying like for Nintendo, I'm just throwing it in there. For the Sega Genesis, I would say the Sonic franchise. Like I would say Sonic Knuckles game, because the fact that you can take Sonic 2 and 3 and pop it into Sonic Knuckles game and add Sonic to the fucking game was pretty fucking dope. For PlayStation 1, I would say fucking Twisted Metal was the game for that one. PlayStation 2, I would say Spider-Man, just because that kind of made the logo for the PlayStation 2. Or no, for the PlayStation 3, that used to be the logo, right? For the font?
Yes.
PlayStation 3, yeah. PlayStation 3, I would say... Oh, fuck, it's been so long since I played it. Oh, no, PlayStation 2 would be Resident Evil 2. PlayStation... The fuck?
What was it?
I think bottle or like your recycling fell over or something. Damn.
Was that in here?
What's... Trying to figure out what that noise was. If you didn't hear it, something fell over. Nobody's injured in the podcast. But was Resident Evil 2? Resident Evil 1 was on PS1. Resident Evil 2 was on PS2. PlayStation 3, I would say... Fuck. I really can't think what game. PlayStation 4 would be Spider-Man, for sure.
Wait,
and then
what?
For
Okay.
Spider-Man 4. And for the Xbox, I never had the 1. I had the 2. I would say probably Gears of War. Not Gears of War. Shit, the one with Commander Chief. Halo. Halo 3 would be the one for the Xbox 360. What about you?
So, I'm going to say the two games, there's a few for N64. I'm going to say, shit. I'm going to go with Conker's Bad Fur Day, because that was only available on the N64. It was basically an R-rated version of Super Mario 64. Obviously Super Mario 64. Shit. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time for N64, of course. Sega Genesis, I'm going to say Phantasy Star 3. Because that was like one of the first... Or no, that wasn't one of my first. It was like one of the... I don't remember if Phantasy Star 3 was on the Master System or the Genesis, but...
You figure out what happened?
No, that's not good. All bad. For the Genesis, shit, there was all kinds of shit. I can't even remember. Actually, you know what? I will say Battletoads.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
that. But that was on all of them. And then the one that I was trying to get the hardest was Vector Man, because Vector Man was like one of the last games that I actually played on there. For the PlayStation, I guess PlayStation. I don't remember if it was 1 or 2, but Rival Schools was one of them. PlayStation 2, I don't even remember. Maybe I don't know. I played a few games on PlayStation 2, but I didn't own one. I just played at other people's houses.
I think Gran Turismo 2 would be on that list too for me.
No, I didn't
Popped
give
my
a shit
head.
about Gran Turismo. I know a lot of people love SOCOM, but I wasn't really super into SOCOM. I will say Amplitude, because I was trying to play that and master that game.
Wasn't that a snowboarding game?
Amplitude?
Yeah.
No, it's a like music game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like, and it was up to 4 players, which was weird. And then PlayStation 3, I'd have to say Last of Us.
Good game.
Xbox, the original. I mean, you got to put, Halo on there.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I put Halo on there.
You don't have to, though.
Also, Knights of the Old Republic, because that got me back into RPGs, and it's one of the few games that was on PC that came to the Xbox. Xbox 360, I'm going to say Gears of War, because it was super bloody, and it had that weird roadie run, but, I mean, there's a shit ton of games. Obviously, there's the Mass Effect series, but that was on both systems. And then, let's see. I guess on Xbox One so far, I guess Halo 5, even though it's surrounded in controversy. But it's not the one that really stands out, I guess, because most of the games that stand out are all mostly cross-platform. When the PS4, it's hard to say. I mean, God of War 4 or God of War obviously is one of the top ones, but there's I haven't played Become Human yet, even though I got it. So I got to check that out and see how that is.
It's not as good as God of War. I can tell you that right now. I didn't play it either, but I already know it's not. Don't be ridiculous here.
What about it's right, Horizon Zero Dawn?
Yes,
That's
I
good
do
game.
love Horizon Zero Dawn. I know that Hobby from PlayStation Trophy Hunters. That's like his bae. He if he could marry Aloy, he would.
Nah.
It's so.
Please check out our Instagram because I have a picture of a few cosplayers on there.
Have you seen the actress? She's like Swedish. Actually, he knows like all this stuff. He broke it down because the actress that voices Aloy is not the same actress that portrays Aloy because they use her likeness.
Mm-hmm.
She's I think she's Swedish or some shit.
All right. Oh, Ninja, what's your question?
So, on December 21st.
No, I'm not.
If you're going out to the movies, what are you seeing? Bumblebee or Aquaman?
Bumblebee. Actually, well, I'm not gonna watch shit because I got a kid. So,
But if you could just say,
there's certain movies that gets me out. Well, if I had to watch one, it'd be Bumblebee because it's just not Michael Bay, and it looks like they're doing way more of a service to the original, and not just going on their own fucking crazy tangent.
This might have been as exclusive for doing the San Diego Comic-Con, but I get emails from the agency that they like give us links to like exclusive videos and stuff like that, and so they sent a it's like maybe a 2-minute ad for Bumblebee, but it's the director and he's talking about how he grew up watching Gen 1 Transformers, and he's like his whole thing was to make sure that all the characters kind of stay original to that. So that hands down makes me want to see Bumblebee over Aquaman. But then also at San Diego Comic-Con, when Prodigy and I was able to sneak into Hall H, we got to see some of the scenes from Bumblebee, and it was, from what I saw, it looked amazing. Like, it had my money, so I'm definitely going to see Bumblebee over
Aquaman?
Over Fishman.
Fish Boy.
Fishman.
Shit. That's actually kind of a toss-up for me. Even though our friend of the podcast, Quan, he worked on Bumblebee, and it does look cool. Like, they look like they got sound wave right. They actually have their Cybertronian like jet showing in the current trailer. Optimus Prime looks like he does in the Gen 1. I'm super interested in seeing it, but I might see Aquaman first, but I'm not sure. I may just flip a coin. It's hard to say. But if I had to pull the trigger, I'm going to say Bumblebee as well.
Did they come out on the same day?
Yep. Both come out the 21st. I think Mary Poppins comes out that day, too.
Fuck that movie.
Funny as the fuck. All right.
Wait, quick thing. Have you guys seen the trailers for that fucking... There's like some movie where like the Earth has been like
Mortal Engines?
California... What's that the one with the where like England is on a fucking machine?
Yeah,
have you guys seen the trailer for that?
That's Peter Jackson's new movie.
I watched the old trailer. I haven't watched any new trailer.
Dude,
there's a new trailer.
It looks fucking horrible. I wish we can do a react to it because I don't want to shit all over it. It looks bad.
Damn.
It looks bad. Okay.
All right, let's wrap it up. Oh, Ninja, what you got?
That's a wrap.
I am playing more Red Dead Online. I'm actually going to also be playing more Battlefront 2 because they updated recently, apparently, with a new mode and new fixes, and I want to see what they did. So I'm going to try to Twitch that shit out. We keep saying we're going to Twitch more, and we keep fucking this shit up. So I'm going to Twitch this out. Probably going to Twitch out more of the Red Dead Online as well because there's a lot to fucking do. Probably gonna try to see Creed 2 this week if I can, if I have time. I think that's about it. I don't think I'm going out of town again. So yeah.
All right, Blue, what you got?
So hopefully, so I started a new job on Friday. Thank God. Niggas are broke these days. But no, so yeah, I started a new job on Friday, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm doing a photo shoot this weekend. Hopefully it doesn't rain, because you know, rain, you can't really take pictures in the rain, especially if it's with a child. But I got that happening. I'm gonna throw Spider-Man 4 back in my PlayStation 4 and play the heist to see how that gameplay is.
You mean Spider-Man?
What'd I say?
You said Spider-Man 4.
Oh shit, yeah, Spider-Man on PS4. But yeah, I'm gonna play that. The Sweetest birthday is coming up, so I gotta go buy her a gift. I don't know what to get her, but yeah, so that's gonna be interesting too. But other than that, you know, just chilling, minding my own goddamn business. Oh, I'm going to happy hour tomorrow with some coworkers, so that's gonna be really interesting to see.
Where you going?
We're going to Eureka in Mountain View.
I'm gonna have to. Oh, I've been there. I'm gonna have to go there.
I've been to all the Eurekas in the Bay Area.
Getting the old fashioned.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So one cool thing about Eureka, they have this thing. It's a seasonal old fashioned. It's called the gingerbread old fashioned. And the Sweetness and I, they have this special class that you can take, and it'll teach you how to make it. It costs $25 for the class, but you know, you get to learn how to make a drink. But then there's like all hors d'oeuvres and shit served, and like I'm assuming we're gonna be able to drink too, unless they do like the whole using colored water to make the drinks. But I'm definitely looking forward to that.
All right, and for me, my youngest daughter turns 2 tomorrow.
Damn!
So I'm like, that's fucking fast. God
Yeah,
damn.
holy shit! I can remember you guys just got her.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, yeah, I mean, we already had her birthday party last weekend, but yeah, it's cool to see her as a toddler, even though she's already been. She's fucking really big, so it's like literally she's heavier than my friend's 4-year-old.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, Old Ninja, why don't you take us out of here?
So you just experienced the dankest podcast on the interwebs. Check us out on the interweb or on Twitter mainly at BThanBTI. That's BTHANBTI. Facebook, Twitter, like I said, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Player FM, Apple Podcasts. Go in there, rate us, leave us 5 stars, leave us a comment. On YouTube, we are Black and Black Times Infinity. Check out our official website, binheadproductions.com/BThanBTI. Check us out.
Also, we're the 17th best fucking podcast. We forgot to talk about that shit, but we're going to next week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we'll talk about it next week.
17th, y'all.
Oh, yeah, and I said Twitch because we're on Twitch. Look for BThanBTI on Twitch. We'll pop up. There should be some videos on there.
All right, we're out of here.
Thanks.
Peace.